Captain Fraker walked into Lieutenant Rodriguez's office and unprovoked shot him. I ask you to find Captain Fraker guilty.
Dump job?
Yeah. So, no word yet on the verdict for the lieutenant.
It's 8 o'clock, Metaboy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no word yet. It was a statement.
No, it wasn't. You want to talk about it. You're looking to start a conversation, but there isn't one to have since it's 8 a.m.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just stop this now. Start over. Yes, John, there is a dump job by a shopping cart down by the water.
Any ID yet?
I'd have said so.
There's bruises on her neck. Looks like she's been knocked around. There's no shoes, no makeup, no purse. I don't think she planned on going out.
Who's the guy in the banana sling?
Just swimming. Found the body.
Right. Talk to him yet?
Just kind of waiting for his suit to lose the see-through aspect. But hey, be my guest.
People actually swimming there?
This cart's from a grocery store 4 blocks away.
That means nothing. I seen bums push them carts to Brooklyn and back till the wheels fell off.
Anyways, let's get back to work. Don't want to have a personal conversation here or nothing.
All right, try and get some prints off her and whoever else might have been pushing that cart. Let's go talk to Johnny Weissmuller over here.
Wally Mooring?
When was the last time you had a tetanus shot, Wally?
A couple of months ago. Hepatitis A, too, so I'm good. I'm training for the Manhattan Island Marathon, just getting used to the water chop and the flotsam and stuff.
Hey, can we get somebody to put something on this guy, a blanket or something? How'd you find her, Wally?
She was just there when I got out of the water.
You here yesterday, too?
Yeah, every morning this week. She wasn't here yesterday.
Uncle.
We'll do that. Thanks. You up?
Yeah.
Another dump job. White female, get on it. Where are we on that waterfront DOA?
Just got her ID'd. Janelle Woodruff. Few minor busts for possession.
Anything off the shopping cart?
Nothing so far.
We're at crime scene still checking for prints.
No witnesses?
Nothing solid. We'll head over to DOA's apartment now.
Boss, do you have a street on this?
It's on there.
No, there's just a number.
St. Mark's. I'll double check though. If it's not, I'll get you on the radio.
Thanks.
The jury could be deliberating for days. They might even go through the whole weekend, so let's just put that aside and get on with our business.
You heard the man.
White female in the weeds. Looks like she was strangled.
Got her bag?
Still fishing for ID in this black hole.
Green at Cosmetics in here.
Shouldn't walk in this lot in those heels.
Knee scraped up?
No. No, she wasn't dragged very far. Maybe from the curb. Manual strangulation.
No underwear, high heels.
But no tracks. Nice hair, teeth.
So, it's too nice for a working girl.
Yeah.
Got the wallet. Eve Burley, Riverdale address, 40 years old.
Really?
2 kids, lots of photos.
What's she doing all the way down here?
Oh, whoever did this left all her cash, credit cards.
Jewelry, too. Look at this. WWJD.
What would Jesus do?
Yeah.
Maybe it's what would Jesus drink? Seen the T-shirts, bearded guy in sandals on a Harley, holding a couple of different bottles of booze in his hands.
I haven't seen the shirt. I'll make sure they get in a rape kit.
What would Jesus drink? Come on, that's funny.
Yeah, all right, we got it. 15 squad to Central K.
Go ahead, 15 squad.
Nothing.
Yeah, let's start a canvas.
NYPD.
Sorry.
No, it's no problem. Did you know your neighbor, Janelle Woodruff? Not really. I heard she died.
Yeah, unfortunately. We're trying... I'm sorry. My name is Detective Clark. This is my partner, Detective Sipowicz.
Hi.
How's it going? And your name?
Marlisa Diaz.
Marlisa, hi. So what we need is to get into Janelle's apartment.
I don't have a key. I really didn't talk to her much.
Do you know anybody else who does? Have a key, I mean, to her apartment.
No, she really kept to herself.
Is there a super in the building?
I haven't seen him, but I just moved here a month ago.
Isn't that right? Yeah, where are you from?
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's great.
My nephew is a big Sixers fan.
You might want to try Janelle's son, Michael.
How old's Michael?
13.
Oh, he in school?
No, I usually see him hanging out at the basketball courts off of Catherine Street. He sells bottles of water out of a bag.
Medavoy, why don't you and Jones go ahead and take that?
A couple of quick questions. Does he sell water only, or does he maybe sell sodas?
Greg?
Anything else you can think of?
No, I'm sorry. Can I go back inside now?
Sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love her.
We're sorry again about your wife, Mr. Burley.
I don't get this. None of it makes any sense.
Well, we're here to help figure it out, Mr. Burley. But to do that, we need to ask you some tough questions about your wife.
She worked at a cosmetic counter. She was a wonderful mother. I don't know what else to tell you.
Has she been acting any different lately?
No.
Getting any strange phone calls?
Were any of her habits different than usual? What time she left for work or came home?
What does that mean? What, are you telling me my wife was having an affair? Because if you are, lay it out.
Is that a possibility?
Hell no, and you can go to hell for thinking it.
Maybe we should take a few minutes.
She wasn't having an affair, at least that I knew of.
Was anyone bothering her?
I don't know. No, once there was this guy in housewares who put a move on her, but she backed him off.
Did she mention his name?
George something. It was a while ago.
How long?
2 years. She said he moved to St. Paul.
Just so we can rule you out, can you tell us where you were this morning?
I was with a client, Daniel Kawamoto, looking at rental property.
And everything was all right at home?
Yes. But now I was stepping out on her. That's where you're going next. Eve is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. That she would give me the time of day, let alone fall in love with me, or is a miracle. I'm sorry. I can't understand any of this.
Go ahead and take this.
Yeah.
Hey, man, she swore up and down that she was 18. I'm just playing with you.
Yeah, we're looking for a kid named Michael Woodruff. We heard he hangs out here.
Yeah, but I ain't seen him. Not all day.
Sells bottles of water, sodas.
Sounds right. But like I said, I ain't seen him. Y'all got a card? I could give y'all a buzz if he shows.
Well, whose bag of drinks is that then?
Don't know.
Hey, what's your name?
Daryl.
Am I getting messed with here, Daryl?
I don't know whose bag that is, and I don't know where Michael is. Nobody's messing with you.
Look, you covering for him, that would indicate that you like the kid. Meaning, I don't think you want to see us chase him down, which we're gonna have to do.
His mom just got killed last night.
That's why we need to talk to him.
He's scared, man.
You understand that?
Now he's got nobody else.
We'll treat him right. You got my word.
Heard that before. Hey, Michael, come on. I gotta talk to you about your moms. I'm gonna check on you, okay?
Appreciate it.
Squad. Lieutenant Rodriguez.
Hey, Riley. Sure. Absolutely. I'll be right down. Hey, Lofa. Contact me only if it's an emergency.
Certainly.
The verdict's in.
Hey, good luck. Again, we're sorry about your mom, Michael.
Thanks.
How'd you find out?
Some old guy down the block said they found her by the water. So it's true then?
Yeah. Yeah, we're sorry.
You know how she got there?
No.
Was she having any problems with anybody?
Not like she tell me.
You seem like a pretty sharp kid, Michael.
Maybe dealers.
When's the last time you saw your mom?
Yesterday, before she went out, she got a call and she had to leave.
You know where she went?
I didn't ask, she didn't say.
And you don't know who she was talking to on the phone?
Maybe her boyfriend.
Well, who's that?
This fat dude named Desmond. He gets her high so she'll hang out with him.
What's his last name? And where can we find him?
Carter. He owns this car shop on Great Jones Street.
All right, I'll get Andy and John on it.
You have anyone else you could stay with for a while? A family member or a friend?
I'm all right on my own.
All right, well, how about you stay here for a little bit then? I'll get you something to eat while they go talk to Desmond.
I'm not hungry. I'd rather leave.
Well, hang out here for a little bit.
All right.
What's this guy's name? Desmond Carter. This is it. Police, open up!
Hey, Andy. He's open.
Hey, Carter! Desmond Carter, open up!
Oh, that's a big dog. I mean, he's chained up and he's back a ways.
All right. On three. 1, 2, 3. Police, get your dog back or he's horse meat.
Don't hurt him.
Get it back. Get it back.
Pixie, come on, come on.
Pixie.
Come on, every time I see a pit bull like that, there's a needle dick like him on the other end of it.
You Desmond Carter?
Yeah.
Come here.
What's the problem here, guys?
Janelle Woodruff, your girlfriend?
Was? Why?
When'd you break up?
A couple days ago.
Well, then we got something to talk about, Desmond. Let's go.
Look, her crazy ex-husband punched me.
Well, we got a lot to talk about then. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, let me lock my place up, man.
What are you looking at?
You the cops? Detectives McDowell and Ortiz.
Only got a minute. Manager's at Twitch.
On the phone earlier, you said you knew Eve Belay.
Yeah, we were neighbors in L.A.
When's the last time you talked to her?
A few years. She all right?
A few years. She called you last week, Norma. We got her cell records.
Look, guys, if she's involved in something, I got nothing to do with it.
Then why are you lying to us?
Because I don't go looking to get people locked up. I've had friends put in the hospital for doing that.
Eve's dead. We found her murdered this morning.
Oh, my God.
What'd you talk about last week?
I don't know.
The weather, old times. Norma, we're not leaving.
Just caught up. It'd been a long time. Years.
Well, get specific or we'll do this at the station house.
She asked me a lot of questions about the past. Did it ever catch up to me? But it doesn't, because I never left the business.
What business?
Dancing, touring, films.
Porn films?
Yeah, but like I said, you gotta leave for it to catch up.
Well, why was Eve curious about that?
She did some movies. She might be a soccer mom now, but she wasn't in '85.
And since then, she's been keeping it under wraps?
Ever since she left L.A., except for the occasional phone call to me, she completely ditched that life.
But she was calling you now because it caught up with her.
It's sounded like some guy called wanting to talk about her movies. I said if you deny it, he's gonna hound you. So just talk to him on the phone, send him an autograph. They always disappear.
She give this guy's name?
She called him Tom. Sounded like she made it up.
And your advice was to make friends with a potential stalker.
She asked my opinion. I gave it. Can I go?
If you think of anything else, give us a call.
He a guard dog, okay? That's what he trained to do when people come busting in. He got dog eyes and a dog brain, okay? He can't tell the difference between a cop and some fool trying to rip my place off. Hence the barking.
All right, shut up about your damn dog.
I talk when I'm nervous, okay? And you two not saying nothing the whole drive, well, that makes me more nervous.
How long had you been seeing Janelle Woodruff?
A couple of months.
Getting her high so she'd put out?
Janelle telling you this? That lying bitch. Look, I was helping her out. And she told me the money was going for groceries and rent.
Janelle's ex-husband, what's this about you two getting in a fight?
A couple of nights ago, I was over there, and that lunatic fool come banging the door down. Him and Janelle, they start yelling at each other, and I step in trying to keep the peace, and homeboy hauls off and cracks me in the jaw. He started it. Ask Janelle. Okay, no, don't ask her, she's a liar, but you can ask her son, Michael. He was there, he saw the whole thing.
What's her ex's name?
Craig. Janelle said he just got out of jail. Sure, look it.
You know where to find this guy?
You haven't talked to him yet? Hold up. Who put you on to me? And for what?
Somebody confused Janelle with a piñata last night.
She all right?
She's dead.
You got something to say, Desmond?
I'm just rewinding what I was just telling y'all, seeing if it looked like I got anything to do with this craziness.
Okay, well, save yourself some time, because you do look like you might be involved.
Because when we investigate cases like this, pissed off ex-boyfriends is who we like to start with.
And I'm telling you to talk to her pissed off ex-husband.
We will. In the meantime, you're staying here.
Well, get cracking then, and find that fool. He's your guy.
Better hope so.
I'd kind of like to get out of here if y'all don't mind.
Well, we need you to stick around and help us find out who killed your mom. I mean, you're cool with that, right?
Yeah, okay.
How come we didn't hear about your dad before?
He ain't around.
It's not what we heard.
You see, now we're confused, Michael. Because now you're starting to make us look like chumps.
I told y'all about Desmond.
Look, Michael, we know you've been through a lot, but we need your help if we're gonna find the guy who did this to your mom.
Where's your dad now?
I know he hooked up with some white chick named Becky. That's about it.
And how's he know it's Becky?
She wrote him letters in jail.
Well, he living with her now?
I don't know. He leached off her for a while. She called the cops on him, so he split. Came back to see my mom's, but that didn't work out either.
And when was this?
About a week ago. Ain't seen him since.
You know where Becky lives?
Greenpoint. Becky Larson. She's listed, because I had to call my dad one time when his parole officer was looking for him.
I'll let him know.
All right. You can understand how frustrating this is for us having to come back and forth trying to find out the truth.
Hey, my mom got killed. So I'm kind of frustrated, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. But we're done now, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Got a place to look for the kid's dad, Craig Woodruff.
Yeah.
Becky Lawson in Greenpoint, his pen pal when he was in the joint.
All right, we'll head out to Brooklyn.
Any word on a verdict? Nothing yet.
Greg, if you're not tied up, we could use a hand looking into this Eve Brûlée.
Sure. Rita, if you want to head down to court, Baldwin and I could handle this.
I'm fine. We could just use a hand.
All right.
As soon as I hear, I'll call you right away.
All rise. Bring in the jury, please, Eddie. Will the defendant please rise? Madam Foreman, have you reached a verdict?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
In the matter of People versus Fraker, on the charge of attempted murder, how do you find?
Not guilty.
On the charge of first-degree assault, how do you find?
Not guilty.
All right, yeah. Not guilty.
You got to be kidding me. Craig Woodruff here?
Why?
Let him in, baby.
For crying out loud. Craig, I really don't need this.
Go take a nap.
I have neighbors.
When was the last time you saw Janelle?
About a week ago.
Where were you last night?
Yeah, with her. Want to sit down?
Oh, that's real nice of you there, Craig, but I need more lumbar support than this thing provides. You know where they got chairs with good back support?
We going to the movies?
Come on, let's go.
Hey.
I said, let's go.
Hey, let's go. Get up.
Heading down to the police station, baby. I'll get at you later.
Why are you taking him in?
Where was Craig last night?
With me.
All right, listen, Becky, I know you and him got this undying prison pen pal love going, but if he gets nailed for something and we find out that you're lying, you get nailed right along with him.
He was with me all night. And if he's not back here in a couple hours, I'm calling my brother-in-law, who's a paralegal.
In a situation like this, I concentrate on the things I have control over, and I try to put the things I don't, like this hosing, out of my mind.
You got something, Greg?
Yeah, information on Eve Burley, performed under the name Stella Starr, to us. And that's a printout of her publicity photo I got off the internet.
I'm not sure I understand what this means. Is Lieutenant Rodriguez going to be prosecuted now?
No, the DA won't go after him.
Fraker will sue the department. Rodriguez, me.
Come on, guys, let's not get ahead of this.
Stella Starr did 4 adult films and a couple of what these sickos call loops. Most of it's out of print, but there's a few postings on the auction sites.
Detective McDowell or Ortiz, Daniel Kawamoto.
The client the DOA's husband says he was with this morning. So we left you a message?
I can look into this more if you want. Just scratch the surface, you find a whole underbelly.
Check the auction site, see if anyone's shown a recent interest in Stella Starr.
Okay. Rita, this Kawamoto says he wasn't with the DOA's husband this morning. He lied to us. We appreciate it, Mr. Kawamoto. We'll be in touch.
I have no idea who Stella Starr is.
Your wife never mentioned the name.
No.
Did she ever mention living in Los Angeles?
She lived there just before we met.
Do you know anything about what she was doing in LA?
What she was doing? She worked in a bookstore. How's that important?
Whether or not she worked in a bookstore, we understand she was supplementing her income using the name Stella Starr.
Will you please just stop and tell me what you're talking about?
Your wife was doing adult films, Mr. Burley. Porn.
I don't know who you think you are, but if you weren't a woman, I would knock you on your ass.
You weren't aware she had this in her past?
She worked in a bookstore.
And what we're telling you is she also did some pornographic films under the name Stella Starr.
That's a lie. This is fake. 9-year-old could do this.
It's not, and I don't think it's news to you.
Look, what are you talking about?
Have a seat, Mr. Burley. If you have any knowledge of how your wife got killed, tell us now so we can help you out.
Did you find out about this and have a confrontation?
No.
It's easy to understand a guy losing it when something like this pops up in his marriage, but you gotta tell us to get that across.
Look, I didn't kill my wife.
Then why'd you lie about where you were this morning?
I was with Martin Soul. I was showing him strip mall property in Queens. I told you that.
No, you said you were with Daniel Kawamoto.
Yeah, I was supposed to go with Kawamoto, but he canceled. I meant to say Marty Soul.
If this is another lie, it'll only delay the inevitable.
Look, I wasn't thinking straight when you asked me this morning. I just found out my wife was murdered.
Are you thinking straight now?
No, I'm not. My wife is dead, and you're throwing dirt on her memory. You're calling her a slut. But even so, I know for a fact that I was with Marty Soul. And until you can confirm it and apologize to me, I have nothing more to say.
Last night.
What about it?
Now, see, you've been barking at your flabby girlfriend too long, Craig. You take that tone with me, you're the one gets hit.
Good point. Say no more.
We know you were at Janelle's apartment last night.
You're wrong. And I'm saying that respectfully.
What was the problem? Janelle didn't want to take you back? She didn't want to give you no money? Or you just pissed off to see that she was able to live fine without you?
I was there last week. Janelle and I had ourselves a discussion. I left. Ain't seen her since.
That shopping cart you used to wheel her down to the water, you don't think will pull your prints off that?
The old shopping cart from the hallway? Yeah, I touched that before. But not last night, because I wasn't there. I was at Becky's having me some big white woman sex. But since it looked like you ain't gonna believe me no matter what I say, you leave me no option but to sit here and withhold my peace, until which time you either release me or charge me with something I'm confident the judge will throw out quick like.
I'm thinking that somebody just might be sitting in the other room right now, missing his mom real bad, and not missing his never-around murdering scumbag dad.
You can't talk to my son without my permission.
Why's that, Greg? You ain't his legal guardian no more. You had that revoked 3 years ago when you beat Janelle's face in. Remember?
So you're just gonna sit back and let us grind the truth out of your kid instead of standing up and protecting him? Because we go straight from here to raking him over the coals. That's what you want.
You tell Michael his daddy love him.
Yeah, all right, thanks. The DOA's husband, his alibi holds. He was with a client all morning.
Oh, I laid it on thickest. I'll talk to him.
If you're kicking a husband, I definitely got a guy worth talking to.
Tom Grybowski, collar for stalking?
That stripper we talked to said the DOA might have been approached by a guy named Tom.
He's got postings looking to buy anything Stella Star related at all the auction sites and porn message boards.
Well, he's in the city?
Yeah, 1st and East 7th.
All right, thanks. There was an ME on Eve Brelay's rape kit. She's positive for sexual assault, and they got DNA.
For what it's worth, Stella Star is what's known as an under 5, meaning she did under 5 films, which makes them very rare. And in his postings, Grabowski goes into intricate detail about her natural C cup and her perfect bust-to-waist ratio.
Well, we'll talk to him. I'm going to deal with Mr. Belay. I'll meet you downstairs.
Where's the kid?
Coffee room. Dad wouldn't talk?
Oh, no, he talked. Not about killing his ex-wife, which we know he did.
Where you at with his son?
I just checked on him. Said he gave us everything he knows and wants out of here.
All right, let's get him to Pokey. We'll try talking to him.
Kid's pretty shut down.
Maybe he needs to see a fresh face.
It might shut him down even more.
I'll see that doesn't happen.
Yeah, Eddie. I say just give him some time. All right, let him come around.
And I say put him in a Pokey. Why are we doing this little tango here?
Because he's a young kid. His mom just got killed.
And he knows something about it, or he wouldn't have lied to us all day.
Boss.
Hold on. Where are we at on the cases?
Connie and Rita are grabbing up a guy.
We're working Craig Woodruff.
When I get settled, I'll call you in for a full update.
Boss, we're just...
I'm fine. Everything's all right. We got cases to work. Get on it.
So what do we decide here?
We didn't decide anything. Sounds like you're gonna do what you want to do, so do it.
Hi, Michael. I'm Detective Clark. This is Detective Sipowicz. We're very sorry about what happened to your mother. Now, we've also been investigating your mom's murder. And the problem we got right now is that my partner and I have found stuff out that's different than what you're telling the other detectives.
I ain't been lying.
Let's just start fresh, okay? Whatever you said before, don't worry about it. We're not gonna hold anything against you.
We got witnesses who say your dad was at you and your mom's apartment last night.
I see you're putting all this effort into trying to keep your story straight. Just relax. Let it go. Tell us what happened.
Okay, so he was there last night. Don't mean he killed her.
Now, did your dad ask you to lie about it?
No. I just knew you cops would try to lay this on him if I told you he was there.
We also got witnesses heard yelling coming from your apartment last night. People are saying it sounded like your mom and dad were arguing.
Where's the other guy? Detective Jones? He's who I've been talking to.
Were your parents arguing last night, Michael?
I don't know nothing about that.
Well, we think you do. In fact, we're pretty sure you do. And Michael, did your dad threaten you if you said anything?
Nope.
Did you like your mom?
Hell yeah, I did. And maybe you shouldn't ask that question again.
Then why aren't you sticking up for her? She stuck up for you all these years, a lot more than your dad did. You know how we found her? And I'm sorry, but you need to hear this. Stuffed in a shopping cart, her face all bloodied, left there for the seagull.
Okay, that's enough. I don't want to hear no more.
You're trying to protect the guy who took your mom away from you.
He's my dad.
He hasn't been there for you your whole life. And I don't care what he promised to try to keep you quiet. He ain't gonna be there for you now either.
He's my dad.
All right. All right.
I've said it now 3 times. This morning, I was home alone in my apartment. Now, please tell me, what am I doing here?
You sure you don't know, Mr. Grabowski?
I didn't hurt anyone.
Who said anything about hurting someone?
You said the name Stella Starr, which I've never heard before. Then you're asking me where I've been, so obviously she must have been hurt. You know, this is ridiculous.
Mr. Grabowski, a friend of Stella Starr's, or Eve Burley, told us she agreed to meet you. That friend gave us your name. Now, we understand your reluctance to be honest, seeing how you've been busted before for stalking your coworker, but give us the truth. You and Eve met, she signed some photos, you shook hands and parted ways. Or, we got no choice but to arrest you.
We met at the Washington Square Diner, no big deal.
You hunted her down on the internet?
Hunted it down. I did a Google search.
And she just agreed to see you. 15 years keeping a secret, but you're a big fan, so why not?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because Eve's friend will testify that you threatened to tell her husband if she didn't meet you.
All I said to her was, you've got fans, people who appreciate your work. You can't shut us out. So she met me, signed some photos. We were friends.
Were friends.
Are. You're twisting everything around.
This is a case that breaks our hearts, because Eve would still be alive if she just didn't listen to some really stupid advice, which was to indulge your jerk-off fantasy.
Hey.
This is someone who got her life together, and you had to destroy it because you just can't get laid in the real world.
Up yours, lady.
You threatened her. And you were the last person she met before she died. That's enough to get your DNA, which will match up to what you left on her dead body.
And since we're past you denying it, here's your choices. Say you had feelings for this Stella Starr. Maybe you loved her, and when she wouldn't accept your advances, you lost it. That's 10 years. Or keep lying, and we'll say you're an obsessive porn freak asshole who destroyed a happy family for no good reason, 25 years.
Stand up and turn around. You're under arrest.
She slapped me. She attacked me in my car. I had to save myself.
Why did she attack you?
She was talking like a doctor, how I need help. And it's not right that I call her and then...
You choked her. She never attacked you. That was a lie.
You think you know somebody and that you're communicating and then she just wants to break it off?
Break off what? You didn't have a relationship with her. She met with you because she was scared you'd ruin her life.
I just wanted to be in her life, but she treated me like a psycho with his dick in his hand.
And that earned you the right to rape her and kill her.
What was so wrong about saying that I had love for her, that I thought we could be friends?
Tom, did you rape and strangle Eve Burley this morning? That's what we need to know so we can start to help you.
I guess I did. Yes. But I didn't rape her. She was dead before we had sex.
Here's where we're at, Craig.
Yeah.
We just got Michael something to eat. Give him a chance to calm down, stop crying.
Okay.
He's already given us that you were at the apartment last night. He also gave us that you and Janelle argued.
Don't know why I'd say that.
I do. You killed his mom.
Wrong, flat out.
You fish at all, Craig?
Once or twice.
The hook is in, Michael's going. I just come down here because I'm a father to a young boy myself, and I would not want him to experience what I'm about to put your son through. This is your last chance. You stand up for your son or I break him.
Listen. I got no beef with you. And I know you're doing your job, but will you try and understand something? And I'm talking man to man here.
Sure.
I'm not addressing what happened last night with Janelle, because I wasn't there and I don't know. But this whole thing, it's a family matter.
You killing your wife, that's a family matter?
I ain't said nothing about that, because once again, I wasn't there and I don't know. I'm just informing you, this is a family matter.
Well, that's why they got manslaughter statutes. If this is something that came out of a family dispute, we can work with that.
It's gonna stay a family matter. And my boy, he ain't gonna give you nothing. Fish hook or no fish hook.
I will guarantee you one thing, Craig. I'm gonna put this case together, no matter what.
Can I go?
Yeah. For now. Boss. Woodruff didn't go, so I had to kick him.
All right.
Where's Michael?
Jones is trying to get him placed somewhere decent.
If we're ever gonna clear this, that kid's gonna have to flip on his dad.
Yeah, stay on top of it.
Lou, you can't let this verdict weigh on you. It's another jury screwing. It's got nothing to do with the truth or how anyone around here or anywhere else feels about what happened.
I know. I'm fine. I know you're all concerned about me, and I appreciate it. You just understand all this has been is a disappointment. I'm not worried about repercussions or what anyone thinks. More than anything, I'm just glad it's over.
Good. Then it's put to bed.
Right.
So, good night, everyone. See you all tomorrow. We start fresh.
Night, boss.
Good night.
Hey. You sure you're all right?
Positive. Think so.
My contact over at Child Services is gonna call me back.
I'll be fine on my own. I keep telling you that.
You're doing what? Selling bottles of water in the park?
And I work it out. I always have.
Look, Michael, this lady over at Child Services is a friend of mine. I can get her to cut through all the red tape and get you into a good foster home. Now, wouldn't you rather have that instead of spending the night in the emergency center?
You don't need to do favors for me.
Well, that's a yes or no question. Don't you want a nice place to stay with good people?
I guess so.
But the thing is, you gotta hold up your end of the bargain. You gotta act right or you'll get tossed. But I know you can do it. I got faith in you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be calling in this favor.
Yeah, okay.
You're at a critical time in your life, Michael. There's two ways you can go. Now, if you want to move forward towards good things, I can help you. I'm not just talking about tonight.
What's the catch?
There's no catch.
I'm not gonna rat out my dad.
I'm not asking you to.
And what's in it for you?
When I was your age, I was in a bad spot. And somebody helped me out. Do you want my help?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's all right to feel sad about your mom.
I'm all right.
Just saying. You know, nobody here knows you, and I'm not gonna judge you. So if you want to talk about it, you can.
I'm just thinking, like, you know, how hard it's gonna be waking up tomorrow and her not being around.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna get you through this.
Please don't shoot me, Detective.
You can't do that, Jen.
I just wanted to surprise you.
You can't do that.
Can I just tell you what kind of crazy night I had? This guy, completely drunk, decides to streak through his neighbor's house. He doesn't see the sliding glass door and goes right through it.
Jen.
I'm sorry, I'm still wired from working a double shift and drinking about 2 gallons of coffee. I know you have to get to work in a little bit, but can I sleep here for a while?
That's fine, but you're clear on not sneaking in on me like that, right? That's for your sake.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. You know, I have the perfect way of making it up to you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, only if you're up for a little spice.
Like what?
You'll find out when you get home tonight.
Looks like I'm gonna find out now.
Well, tonight will be better. But in the meantime...
I'll start a canvas.
She heard the DOA's cats crying. She's a key.
No enemies that the neighbor knew of.
Hey, Diane.
Hey. Hey.
What are you doing here?
Communications notified me. Some of the details here match a homicide I caught over in Brooklyn. Just making sure they're not related.
Angela Pratt, strangled, signs of sexual assault. No forced entry, that's all we got.
But she was strangled with blue and white clothesline.
Yeah.
She hit in the back of the head?
Yeah, there's some dried blood there.
Any needle marks on the inside of her arms? Mine was shot up with ketamine.
Hard to tell.
How long ago was yours?
3 weeks.
Well, let's just wait on the rape kit and toxicology before we go putting this out as some kind of serial killer.
Of course. Any leads? Mine was last seen leaving a place called the Time Bar over on 2nd. Killed later that night.
Well, that's a bar at the new trendy hotel.
Yeah, the Helix.
All right, I'll tell you what, Diane, you can stay if you want, or I can call you when we get a better idea what the deal is.
Time bar.
We just got this new assignment yesterday, where we need help of an adult.
Well, I'm right here. Name it.
Well, the deal is, the adult we know has to write a 3-page paper on city government. Then he gives it to the student, that's me. Then I turn it in along with the work I do. It's like a group project thing.
Nice try.
Will you help me write it at least?
I'll help you get to the library. You know the deal, Michael. You hold up your end, I'll hold up mine.
My dad came by.
Yeah? Where? Your school or your foster home?
School. He wanted to know what was going on, so I told him.
You told him where you live?
Nah, because I don't need him coming by there. That'd be drama.
Yeah, that would be.
I told him about you, how you been looking out for me.
How'd you take that?
Not too good. Should I not have said anything?
No. Michael, I'm not trying to keep you from him, but there's a reason the court pulled his rights as a parent. If he starts getting in the mix, I don't think it's going to be good for you.
I know.
Damn.
You just got here.
Yeah, I know. But I got to hit it. You get your breakfast, though, all right?
Me for dinner, then?
Yeah, it's perfect. 6 o'clock?
I've been holding up my end.
I know you have. I'll see you tonight. Don't be late for class.
She was out at the Time Bar celebrating a coworker's promotion. Left at midnight. Emmy put her time of death around 2 a.m.
And she left alone?
Yeah.
No forced entry to her apartment?
No. Sequence looks like she was hit in the back of the head, then shot up with ketamine, raped, assailant wore a condom, then strangled.
So no prints, no DNA?
Nothing.
How much of that matches ours?
All of it, except the ketamine in the condom. Emmy said he put a rush on it.
Well, our DOA withdrew $60 from an ATM a block away from the Time Bar 2 nights ago.
All right, still, before we get everybody at 1PP in a frenzy, let's wait on the report to make certain.
They're connected, boss.
There's a possible arson on 4th and D.
You and Gray. Connie and Rita, I want you helping out on this homicide.
Lieutenant, if you don't mind, my boss wanted me to run with this, along with you guys.
You can work with Andy and John, but I don't have a desk for you, though.
No problem.
Welcome back.
We're gonna go down to the bar, show the DOA's picture around.
We'll work on getting her phone down, see if she had any men in her life.
Just so you know, the owner of the hotel, James Carlin, real pain in the ass.
Well, so am I.
Great seeing you again, Detective.
You too, John.
Looking for a bartender who was working here 2 nights ago?
I was.
Angela Pratt.
Looks kind of familiar.
Did you happen to notice who she was hanging out with?
I pay attention to making drinks.
When I was investigating that dead girl who was in here 3 weeks ago, you gave me some line about how it's the hotel's policy to respect the privacy of the guests.
I told you that before I knew that chick was murdered.
She was murdered, too.
So we done with all the bullshit, or you want to do your pretty boy act down by the station house?
I remember the face. I don't know who she was here with.
Carlin, the owner.
All right, you guys go ahead.
You guys hungry? Thirsty? It's on me.
There's been another homicide, Mr. Carlin. The girl was in here 2 nights ago. So far, that's the last anyone saw her.
And you think this is related to the other one?
Right. So we're gonna need a list of all the employees that worked here 2 nights ago.
Now, if both these women had city bus transfers on them, would you turn the transit authority upside down, too? I mean, do you know how many people come through this hotel each day?
This needs to happen. The sooner you get on it, the better.
And go ahead and advise your employees that respecting the privacy of the guests doesn't apply here.
Fine. But I want your assurance this will be handled discreetly.
We got it.
I employ a lot of people, generate a lot of money.
We got it.
I'll get you the list.
Talked to the DOA supervisor at her job. DOA was dating a coworker, Al Quimson. He's on his way in.
I got Michael Daly from the Daily News asking about the Time Bar murders.
It's probably one of the hotel employees dropped a dime.
You tell him about the Emmy report?
Ketamine in the DOA system. Traces of latex and spermicide indicating the perp wore a condom.
We already knew they were connected.
Yeah, well, now downtown knows it. They're pushing for a task force.
Don't let them turn this into a multi-department pissing match.
Well, that can all be solved by clearing this thing.
Squad. We're on this, boss, okay?
Chief of Detectives.
I gotta take this. This is Diane.
So what are we doing?
Let's whack up the list of employees and start making phone calls till the boyfriend gets her. Now let's go, Dibby.
Anybody see anything?
Yeah, homeless guy who'd been camping out in there.
Where is he?
There he goes.
Oh,
He DOA?
No, but he got burned pretty bad.
Or he give you anything when you arrived?
Said he saw a white kid, blonde hair, sneak in the back about 10 minutes before the fire.
great. Did he know him?
No.
Anybody else hurt?
Nope.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You the detective?
Yeah.
Maybe got some information for you.
Go ahead.
On the bodega right there. In about a half hour before I hear the fire truck, I said I lighted to a kid. I don't recognize him from the neighborhood.
Can you describe him?
Yeah, it's a skinny white kid, blonde hair, you know, one of those pissed off daddy don't love me types, you know?
Was this kid with anybody else?
No, I don't know. He said he wanted to buy cigarette and a Hustler magazine, but when I asked him for the ID, he said, forget about it, just buy the lighter.
You got video in there?
Yeah, sure I got video.
We're gonna need the tape.
You got it.
So how long did you and Angela date?
6.5 months.
We're very sorry. Still in shock.
When's the last time you saw her, Al?
At work 2 days ago.
Did she say what her plans were for that night?
She was supposed to come over for dinner, but then she canceled because her friend Brooke was going through a breakup.
Brooke's last name?
DeBoer.
Did Angela say anything about going to a place called the Time Bar?
No.
And you never heard from Angela again?
That night I did.
When?
Midnight.
You called her?
I went by her apartment.
And?
It's just I hadn't heard from her, and she wasn't answering her phone, so I went by.
What'd you guys talk about?
Nothing. I just made sure she was okay. She said she wasn't feeling well, and she called me tomorrow, so I went home.
She looked all right. She wasn't nervous about anything?
I didn't actually see her. She wouldn't open the door.
Al, if I go over to my girlfriend's place and she won't open the door, something's up.
She said she wasn't feeling well.
Or she was with another guy, or she was in danger, or you're not telling us the truth.
It didn't sound like she was in danger, and I am telling you the truth.
Hey, he says that the DOA went out that night with a Brooke DeBoer, and she told him that they went to the movies because Brooke needed counseling over a breakup.
Well, Brooke's listed in the DOA's address book, so we'll get her in.
Okay, thanks.
Anything from the employees at the Time Bar?
Nothing yet. I crossed off who I called on the list.
Hey, on the surveillance photo of the kid who bought the lighter?
Yeah.
Cop over the 2-3 recognized him, a Kurt Ackerman.
How'd he know him?
It says Ackerman goes to school with his son.
Bring him in.
We'll keep calling the bar employees.
You can use Connie's desk.
I've got to head out for a little bit, Andy. I'll be about an hour or so. Another case, it's important.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for coming in, Mr. DeBoer. So you went out with Angela 2 nights ago?
Yeah, we went to the Time Bar to have some drinks.
And Angela was consoling you over some breakup?
No, that's what she told her boyfriend Al. She just wanted to go out.
How long were you at the bar?
An hour or so. I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, Angela said, "Don't look now, but there's this cute guy flirting with me at the bar." I told her I had to get up early for work.
Did she stay?
Yeah.
Did you see the guy when you left?
He was probably about 30, nice hair, cute. And then Angela called me a little before midnight from her apartment. She told me they had sex.
She mentioned his name?
I'm like 90% sure she said Rich. And she said he was from out of town.
Anything else about him?
Well, she said he had a...
Had the guy already left her place?
No, he was just in the bathroom.
She didn't seem scared or agitated?
No. After she told me he had a small unit, she kind of laughed and said she had to go.
Were Angela and her boyfriend Al having problems?
No. I mean, Angela's getting kind of restless because Al's just too nice. So this guy, Rich, she took home. That's who killed her?
We certainly want to find him and have a conversation.
I should have made her go home. But when she has 3 Cosmos, she just goes into hookup mode and...
We're very sorry.
Where you been today, Kurt?
Homesick?
The whole time?
Yeah.
Is there a problem?
This photo was taken from a surveillance camera at a bodega on 4th and D. I believe that's you, Kurt. What were you doing?
Answer him, Kurt.
I was trying to buy some cigarettes.
Why so far from your house?
A friend from school told me they don't card at that market.
And where'd you go after that?
Home.
I went shopping. He must have snuck out after I was gone. I'm so disappointed in you, young man.
Sorry, Mom.
What about the parent-child honesty contract we all signed?
I know, I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
There was a small fire started at an abandoned building across the street from that market about a half hour after that photo was taken.
Well, it wasn't me. No way.
Our son wouldn't do it.
Kurt, did you have anything to do with a fire?
No, I swear.
What time did you get home?
10:30.
He's telling the truth. I remember checking on him at that time.
Were you with any friends today?
No.
Kurt, if you know anything about how this fire started.
He already told you he doesn't.
And you saw him at home at 10:30.
He was home at that time, I'm positive.
All right. If we have any follow-up questions, we'll be in touch.
Come on, Kurt.
So, boss, nobody with the first name Rich or Richard was staying at the hotel that night. Now, one guy named Richard bought a meal at the restaurant, but he's a 50-year-old black male who was with his wife.
One Richard, who was an employee at a hotel, got a shaved head and he didn't punch out till 2 a.m.
You know anything else about this guy other than Rich with nice hair from out of town?
He has a small penis.
You're running the lineups.
Anything from the kid?
Yeah, the parents said he was home at a time where he couldn't have started the fire.
Well, you know, your homeless guy who got burned, Dennis Ratner, he's out of the OR. We'll go and talk to him. I got a call from the owner of the building. He's had major problems with this Ratner squatting there for the last 6 months. Give Ratner a good look.
Sure, boss.
Where's Russell?
Out finishing up something on another case.
Another case more important than this?
That was a cocktail waitress who was working at the Time Bar 2 nights ago, Misty West. She has info on some guys she served who might be worth looking at.
You coming in?
No, we have to go to her. She's a student at NYPD. Misty West?
Let's sit over here.
Here's the deal. I love my job cocktailing there. I make way more than I would anywhere else, so could you please just leave me out of this?
Did you not call us and say you had information?
I do, but I'm serious about leaving me out of this because Mr. Carlin, the owner, told us not to play junior detective because if we get any bad publicity, we could all lose our jobs.
Misty, we will absolutely do our best to keep you out of it. And Mr. Carlin is way off base telling you something like that because keep in mind, we're investigating a murder.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so the night that woman was in the club 2 nights ago, right? I met some guys there. Well, they hit on me, actually. I'm not saying they're serial killer types.
Misty, what do you have for us?
That guy, he offered to take me out on his yacht. He said it was an open invite. I never called him, though. I'm pretty sure he was married. And this guy, I never got his name, but he gave me this key ring. It's for some high-end vodka he sells or something. He wanted me to go to Atlantic City with him, but I blew him off. And this is Michael Devanose number. He's that soap actor. And he wanted me to fly back to LA with him, but I haven't decided on that yet. I gotta go.
They're not students.
Yeah, well,
I bet she doesn't get a half-pay pension after 20 years. She wishes she were us.
There is a mass.
I knew that walking in.
It feels firm, and it might be attached to surrounding tissue.
So?
Could be inflammatory, but there is a chance it's malignant.
Like a good chance, or?
All I can tell you for sure is that we're going to treat it like it is. So, you'll need an ultrasound on this breast and a mammogram to make sure there's nothing going on the other breast. Then we'll probably have to do a biopsy.
Whatever you think is best.
I'll get my scheduling nurse and we'll set up a time. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Dennis Ratner, Detectives Medaway and Jones. A couple of quick questions.
I saw 2 kids entering the building through a busted window. One of them was holding a video camera. I think he was filming it. 10 minutes later, I smelled smoke. Only way out for me was through the flames. Well, you told the officer at the scene you only saw 1 kid.
Either he got it wrong, or I wasn't making any sense. My head's clear now. I saw 2 kids.
What'd they look like?
One had dark hair, other was blonde, dark clothes, typical bored, stupid high school kids.
How long you been squatting in that abandoned building?
Couple of months.
Gotten into it with the owner at all?
Once or twice.
So you weren't on good terms? kiss my ass. I almost died.
Wait a minute, why all the hostility?
You think I started that fire?
Hey, we're just asking questions, Dennis.
You think I burned half my body and my skin peel off his sheets? For what?
Hey, we're not saying you did.
I didn't set a fire and burn myself intentionally, you assholes.
All right, we'll look into these 2 kids.
Yeah, right.
But when we deal with each other again, Dennis, you're gonna keep your voice down just like we've been doing.
We checked the distributor of the vodka that was on the keychain given to the waitress. Nothing. Andy's on with the manufacturer of the keychain, seeing if they've had a sales rep who's been in the city.
When did the inspector call?
2 minutes ago. 15th squad.
I'm checking to see if any of your sales reps have any territory out here. Maybe somebody named Rich. Weckerly? How do you spell that? And how old is Rich? No, he's not wanted for a crime, just as a possible witness. Yeah. And how would I get a hold of him? Great. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Bye. Rich Weckerly, 31, currently in town.
Get him in. Oh, and Diane, if you're gonna work another case, you need to notify me. So when your boss calls, I don't look like an idiot because I don't know where you are.
I'll worry about my boss. You worry about your detectives. How about that?
You work out of my squad, you notify me what's going on. End the conversation. You got it?
Fine.
Get this guy in here.
Take care of it. What's going on?
Nothing.
So going off on a boss that's coming from nothing?
I've just got a lot of things on my mind.
Diane, we've known each other for 10 years now. We've helped each other through a lot. I can help you with this, whatever it is.
There's nothing to tell you.
You don't want me knowing, then okay. But this isn't some petty larceny case we're working in. If you're not up for it, then take some days off or get reassigned, because I'm not going to have you blowing this thing.
I'm not dropping off this case, Andy.
Then get it together.
I will.
Kurt? He's been grounded.
What's wrong, Mom?
They have a question for Kurt. Go back to your room. The detectives have found a suspect in that arson fire, sweetheart, but they have a follow-up question for you.
So who did the arson?
We believe it's a homeless man that's been living illegally in the building.
Oh.
And so we're putting the finishing touches on this whole thing, but a problem that's come up is the market owner you bought the lighter from. He swears he saw you with another kid your age.
So that leaves us with a discrepancy in our report, and we can't get our boss to sign off on it until that discrepancy is explained.
Yeah, it's understandable if you left your friend's name out when we talked earlier, but now we need to know who you were with so this can be done with.
Were you with someone, Kurt? Tell the truth.
Ray Spire. But we didn't go anywhere near that building or light that fire.
Okay. But when we leave here, everything gets official, so if you're leaving anything out...
I believe you got what you came for, so we're done.
Okay.
We're sorry for any
Oh,
inconvenience.
this homeless person's gonna be prosecuted.
Absolutely.
Well, good.
Sit down.
How often you in town?
A couple days a week. Am I in some sort of trouble here?
I don't know. Did you do something wrong?
No, not at all.
Were you at the Time Bar 2 nights ago?
I stopped by for a drink, yeah.
Did you meet an Angela Pratt?
No, I don't know who that is. Is this a joke?
Did you go home with her? It's not that complicated a question, Rich.
I walked her home. She asked me to. She was drunk. This is surreal.
Did you go inside?
Briefly.
Did you have sex? Rich.
No, we didn't have sex. This poor woman, my God.
You married, Rich?
Yes.
Is that why you want to admit you had sex with Angela?
We did not have sex.
Then how come she told her girlfriend that you got a small dick? Or were you wearing a t-shirt that said, hey, ladies, guess what? I got a small dick.
This is surreal.
No, this is real. Angela's dead. You were the last one seen with her, and you have been lying about what you two did in that apartment.
Something go wrong?
No.
That's it? That's your response to being asked if you killed somebody?
This is bizarre. I don't even know what to say. Rich, get back in the room here, pal. Your life is on the line. We had sex, but I didn't kill her. My God, just saying those words out loud.
When did you leave?
Midnight, I think. Her boyfriend started knocking on the door. She made him go away. I waited like 10 minutes, and then I went back to my hotel.
What happened, Rich?
Nothing.
Were you drunk? Did she make fun of you?
This is surreal.
Oh, let's see how surreal it is when we tell your wife you were cheating on her.
I didn't kill that woman. And at this point, I'm gonna have to ask to talk to my attorney.
Busy day.
I was sick.
Did you get out at all?
I went with my friend Kurt Ackerman to try and buy some cigarettes, but the guy ID'd Kurt, so we just went straight home.
You know, in the future, Ray, try and tell your story without it sounding so rehearsed.
Well, that's what happened. You can't do that.
It'll be our little secret. Where's the tape?
Lost it.
Obviously, you and Kurt have been in communication, so I know that he must have told you that we got a homeless guy in custody, and that all we needed was to find out who Kurt was hanging out with so we could close our reports, and that's why he gave us your name. Well, guess what? We lied.
You see, there was a homeless guy in the building, but he's not our suspect, he's our witness. He saw you and Kurt go in there, and a little while later, the fire started.
But Kurt has an alibi. He was at home when that fire went up. And that leaves you, Ray, all by your lonesome.
Kurt was there too. He chickened out, so I lit the fire and he filmed it, but he was there.
No, Kurt's mom saw him home at 10:30. There's no way he could have been there.
Oh, she's lying. She's the one that told us to lie.
Kurt's mom is behind all this?
We tried to put the fire out, but it got to some newspapers and flared up, so we booked it back to Kurt's. And Mrs. Ackerman saw how amped we were and saw our clothes and smelled the smoke, and she knew something was up, so Kurt had to tell her what happened.
Did Kurt's dad know?
Probably. He's afraid of Mrs. Ackerman, too. I mean, that whole family is.
Where's the videotape?
Mrs. Ackerman burned it in their fireplace. That lady is crazy. I mean, she looks kind of pretty and cooks good and drives a nice car, but she's crazy.
Let's go.
Kurt, the detectives are back.
Look at that.
We talked to Ray Spire. He told us what happened.
They tried buying cigarettes, then came home.
That's incorrect, and you know it.
He lit the fire. Kurt filmed it. It got out of control. They came home. You told them to lie. Then you burned the tape.
Ray Spire is the one who's lying. He's a no-good thug who's been a total bad influence on Kurt.
You can work that out later with your lawyer. But for now, you and Kurt are under arrest. Now, if we do this calmly, we won't have to put you in cuffs.
Under arrest. For what?
Arson, hindering prosecution.
Okay, listen, it was very hectic. I knew this would go on Kurt's permanent record and hurt his chance at college, so we fibbed a little. Do either of you have children?
Well, let's go, man.
Are you happy? Now I'm getting arrested.
Mom, calm down. We'll get a lawyer.
Are you happy now, Kurt?
Mrs. Ackerman, you need to calm down or we'll have to put you in cuffs.
Kurt, do something!
Your wife on medication. Has she been hospitalized before?
No, she's fine. It's okay.
Come on, man.
Thanks for coming in.
He was at the security desk when Rich Weckley came into the hotel and went to his room. He puts around 12:20. He said that Rich seemed a little drunk, but that's about it. He's not looking like our guy, boss.
Was Rich in town when your DOA was killed?
He said he was home in Jersey. We can check it if you want, but these two murders are so similar, it has to be the same guy in both.
Yeah, if Rich didn't do ours, then it's doubtful he did the other one.
Plus, the pattern isn't public knowledge yet, so it wouldn't be a copycat.
It's in the papers tomorrow. Daily News is running it.
Well, good. Maybe it'll generate some information coming in.
All right, we got to set up on the bar tonight. Everybody who's available.
Let me work on getting a sitter.
No, don't worry. I got Rita and Diane.
Okay.
I mean, that is, if you can fit it into your schedule.
I'll be there.
There's 2 bars at the hotel. Rita, you, Greg, and Baldwin take the rooftop bar. Diane, Andy, and John take the time bar. Meet up there at 8. And we're gonna be doing this every night till we catch this guy. Where's the mom and son?
They're downstairs in their cell waiting for their attorney. I got a female cop sitting with a mom. I told her if the mom starts acting up again, take her to Bellevue and psycho her.
Damn.
What?
I was supposed to meet Michael at 6. Hey, Michael.
I'm busy, man.
Michael, come here.
What?
Sorry, I was running late.
You said you were gonna hold up your end of the deal if I held up mine.
And I will. I absolutely will. And I won't be late again. Promise. All right? Come on, let's get some dinner. I'll get you back home.
Tell you what, if you hit a 3, we'll eat. If you miss it, you miss.
So that's how we're gonna resolve things now?
Looks like it.
All right, so the next time we got a problem, what? We're gonna flip a coin or throw a dart on the board?
Just hit the 3 and we eat.
Oh, here we go. Don't scuffle up them cop shoes, all right?
I was late, so I want to do this. I'm only gonna do it once.
Let's hope you make it then.
You better go for a layup, son. You look a little out of your range right there.
Let's go.
Michael. Is he in trouble?
No, I'm just getting to his home.
I'll take him in. Come on.
No, I'll do it.
Hey, I'm his dad.
Yeah, we've been through this. Now, if you want to talk about this tomorrow, we can, but I'm taking him to his home, and you're walking the other way.
He your little hobby now. Your little mascot.
Don't make me embarrass you in front of your kid.
I will not let you turn him into you. Believe that? I'm gonna get at you later, Michael.
Come on.
Are you ready to spice things up? There's a cord in there that you can hook up to the TV. We can watch ourselves having sex.
This isn't my kind of spice.
I'll try it first.
No, see, I'm running for president next year, and if this gets in the wrong hands...
We'll erase it after we're done.
Jen, we don't need it.
Well, you can just tame me if you want.
Jen.
Don't you trust me?
Hey, listen to me, I'm just not into it. What's going on with you?
I'm just trying to find one thing that we can share in bed that you haven't done with all the other girlfriends you've had in the past. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
I just feel really free with you.
Yeah, me too. Just not on tape, okay?
I should go. You gotta get back to work anyway.
Jen, come on. Jen. There she is.
Excuse me?
But she said she stopped drinking, or is she acting that way for effect? What can I get you?
Water, please.
Hey,
Hi.
you can't be doing this.
I'm here acting like a slut, which is what the boss wants me doing, right?
You've been drinking.
One. Got a lid on it. Trust me.
All right, well, you have a good night. What's going on? She'll be all right. Who's that guy sitting next to her?
I didn't see him come in.
What the hell?
All right, what's your problem?
That's this bitch.
All right, relax.
No. She's apologized.
It looks like she didn't appreciate what you said. Come on.
Get your hands off of me.
Break it up. All right.
You all right?
I went in for an exam today. They found a lump in my breast.
That doesn't mean anything for sure. Doctor told you that, right?
There's a family history. My mom had it. I need to keep working because it's the only thing I have in my life right now. And if the boss finds out, he'll put me on medical leave. And if I don't have a job, I'll go crazy. Plus, I don't need everybody's sympathy and questions. So no one can know. Not Connie, no one. Promise, it stays between us.
Okay.
Good.
It's gonna be all right.
Seeing what my mom went through. The radical mastectomy, the chemo, the surgery. A year out of her life each time it recurred. I don't even know if I could go through it.
I'm with you every step of the way, no matter what. And that's the last time we talk about worst case scenario.
How'd it go?
0. Little fracas broke out. Nothing related to the guy we're looking for, though. Go back to bed. I'll be there in a bit.
What's the matter? Oh, my God.
Like I said, little fracas.
Go look in the mirror.
I've already seen
No,
it.
go look. Because that's a 57-year-old man looking back. Andy, you can't be getting into these kind of fights anymore.
What am I gonna do? Go run to call it in and let John get his ass kicked?
Who started it?
This idiot who looked like he might be our guy for a second.
And he resisted arrest?
No, he was hitting on Diane at the bar, and then he got stupid, so me and Junior had to step in.
You mean you got jealous?
Connie, go to bed.
What is it with you and Diane?
Hey, she's been there for me. She's been there for us.
Oh, I know she's been there for us, Andy, and I'm grateful. You don't need to remind me. But there's something going on with her. You know about it, and I'm being lied to.
This case is bothering her. I don't know why exactly, but it's got nothing to do with you, so you got nothing to worry about.
You getting beat up because you're so overprotective of a female cop? That involves me.
Wrong. All it is was some asshole took a swing at me, and I don't care if I'm 57 or 97. I'm swinging back. You're reading into stuff that ain't there.
I'm being lied to.
She's the one that told us to lie.
Kurt's mom is behind all this. You and Kurt are under arrest.
For what?
Arson, hindering prosecution.
Are you happy? Now I'm getting arrested.
Mom, calm down. We'll get a lawyer.
Are you happy now?
Are you ready to spice things up? We can watch ourselves having sex.
Jen, we don't need it.
I should go.
Jen, come on.
Can't be doing this.
I'm here acting like a slut, which is what the boss wants me doing.
You've been drinking.
One, got a lid on it.
All right, what's your problem?
Get your hands off of me.
Either you tell me what's going on so I can help you, or I'm making a phone call and you're off the case.
I went in for an exam today. They found a lump in my breast. You can't tell anyone. Not Connie, no one.
What is it with you and Diane?
She's been there for us.
Oh, I know she's been there for us. But there's something going on with her. You know about it, and I'm being lied to.
You're reading into stuff that ain't there.
I'm being lied to.
How old? Strangled and beaten. All right, we'll be right down. Young female DOA fits a pattern.
Why'd you take the first shower? I'll call Andrea for the kids.
Didn't sleep good?
No.
Should we talk a minute?
Do you have something to say?
This whole thing with Diane. You're overreacting.
Well, we'll talk if you have something new to say. If not, just take your shower.
DOA's Ann Healy. Cleaning lady found it.
Anything taken?
Not that the cleaning lady could see, but I didn't let her poke around. Girl strangled, whacked on the head, apparently raped. Looked like the others.
Did you find a rope around her neck?
No.
Might be connected, might not. Until it's confirmed, let's keep it quiet.
Hey, you checked the purse?
Didn't touch a thing.
We'll take the cleaning lady.
Give her a look around. He doped up the other two. No injection site.
Yeah, you could have jabbed her through her clothes.
I'm trying to keep an optimistic outlook.
Andy. Matchbook.
From the time bar?
It's a capsule bar, but that's the same owner, that Carlin. We got a blunt head wound, strangled, signs of rape, a Carlin matchbook, and a purse.
Diane calling.
Told her to meet us at Carlin's. This could be our guy. If it is, he branched out to another bar.
All right, what do you want to do about the canvas?
John, why don't you take the canvas? I'll go with you to meet Diane.
Carlin?
Assistant went to get him. Morning.
Hi.
There he is.
Carlin?
What's up?
We got another homicide.
Tied to here?
It's your other place, the Capsule Bar. Ann Healy, you seen her before?
How do you know it's out of my bar?
Same MO, and she had a matchbook on her.
We're gonna need the names of your regular bartenders over there.
And then you'll get word to the press on Capsule, too.
Folks are being preyed on out of your bars. The public's gotta know.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed in how this investigation's going.
We're doing all we can. Look at the picture.
Never seen her before. You know how much of this hotel's revenue is tied to these bars? That this is the crowd I'll have until you catch this guy?
Like he said, we're doing all we can.
Are you? Because you look a little distracted. And my bartender in here last night said you showed up drunk, started a fight, and now you look a little hungover.
You don't want to be in her face anymore.
Great. It's great to know your life's being handled by the second string.
Your bartenders, now.
Going back to the house.
Diane was drinking last night? That's how you ended up in a fight.
A pushy asshole wouldn't back off. That's how I got in a
But
fight.
she was drinking. Why didn't you think I should know that?
Connie, just drop it.
Morning.
Detective, someone dropped this off for you downstairs.
Homicide gunshot on 12th and 2nd. You and Jones.
That's the Ackerman's place. That family whose son did the arson and the mom covered it up?
Who's the DOA?
Didn't give a name.
From the doc, devil. That's her perfume. It just says noon.
Anything on the cameras?
2 neighbors out of town, 2 at work, so no.
What do we know about the DOA's background?
Ann Healy, 26 years old, supply purchaser for a shoe company, born in Jersey City. I tried working up connections with the other 2 DOAs fitting the pattern, but I got nothing past 2 of them having credit card purchases at a Starbucks.
The same Starbucks?
Different. I mean, it's not worth mentioning.
So like 9 billion other people, they drank coffee.
Like I said, it wasn't worth mentioning.
DOA's got no record, no beefs at work.
Boyfriend?
Coworker said she broke up with a guy 2 weeks ago. Ron didn't have a last name.
Probably got a Ron Handler or cell phone directory. I'll find out when she called him last.
Find out and then bring him in.
Push-in robbery. Guy shot the mom once in the chest and beat up the brother. Daughter interrupted it.
Where's the brother?
Being treated at Bellevue. Busted lip and cuts on his face.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Allison, what happened?
A man was trying to rob us.
Did you get a look at him?
He had a mask.
Or was he white, black?
I said he had a mask.
You could have seen his hands.
He had gloves.
Do you remember how tall he was?
I don't know. I'm a little upset right now.
We understand, but it's important we get a description out in case he's still in the area.
He was sort of short, I guess.
Did he take anything?
I don't know. He was going through my mom's purse when I walked in.
Did he attack you at all?
He just ran.
And your mother was already on the ground?
Kurt, too. Kurt was all bloody.
So the guy saw you and just split?
Yes. Yes. Why are you looking at me like that?
There's lots of turmoil in his family, Allison.
So what?
So were you really robbed, or was it something else and you're afraid of getting your brother in trouble?
We were robbed. And my mom was killed.
Where's your dad?
Business meeting in Hartford.
Can you get him on his cell for me?
Now, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna talk to Kurt, and we're gonna talk to the neighbors. If we hear anything different from what you've been telling us, you're gonna have a problem that you could avoid by being honest right now.
I told you what happened.
Voicemail.
Sit down, Rod.
Tell us when you last saw Ann Healy.
2 weeks ago. Why?
Things good between you two?
I'll answer the question if you tell me why you're asking it.
You two break up recently?
What's the relevance?
She got assaulted. We're talking to people she knows.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I didn't do it.
Okay, then I guess we're done here.
Don't be an idiot.
Why am I being insulted?
Where were you last night to this morning?
Squash, gym, cocktails till 2-ish, then home.
Alone?
Yeah.
Because that timeline don't clear you for the assault.
Me and Ann weren't going out that heavy to begin with. I got no reason to assault her.
You seem to take offense pretty easy.
I'm being accused of something I didn't do. So pardon my manners.
Why'd you and Ann break up?
She runs too slow for me.
Wouldn't give it up easy enough?
I meant she's low octane. She doesn't like to go out.
Places like the Time Bar, the Capsule, those your haunts?
Sometimes.
Last night?
Why, is that where she got worked over?
You're some little prick.
Hey, back off. I didn't attack Ann. If she says I did, I'd like to have a word with her.
She's dead, Ron. Guy who assaulted her killed her.
Now, wait a minute.
Something went wrong with you and Ann. Now's the time to talk about it.
I never laid a hand on that chick, let alone kill her. I mean, are you kidding me?
No. No, we're not.
Well, I answered your questions. And I'd like to leave now.
Genius. You're sticking around.
In the cage.
Oh, what, are you kidding me? Come on.
ESU searched the area around the Ackermans building and found a small hunting rifle in an adjacent garden, right outside the Ackermans' apartment window.
Yeah, 22 caliber, same as what killed the mom.
Any line on the father?
Left 10 messages on his cell, and if he did have a meeting in Hartford, his work didn't know about it.
We're running his credit cards through TLW.
This on Kurt, is he through being stitched up?
Yeah, 2 minutes ago, uniformed cops watching him.
We're gonna head down there now.
Another missive.
Is this junior high?
I think it's very sweet.
Handler's worth a closer look.
I'm on it. CSU got a lift out of Ann Healy's apartment. It comes back to a Stephen DeBreeze record for public urination.
I'll get working on Handler.
Where's DeBreeze live?
In the same building. He's the super. I mean, maybe it's nothing.
No, it's worth a conversation.
We'll head down there. Connie, what are you doing?
Getting some coffee.
This one just says Gramercy Park.
Getting cuter every minute.
Diane, I don't know what's going on, but it's starting to be disruptive.
I'm working the case.
So is Rita. And you got no right dismissing her.
I'll apologize to her.
How about you just tell me what's going on?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it does. Because it's getting between me and Andy.
I'm sorry, Connie. Really. You're right. There is something going on, but it's very difficult to talk about and very personal. If I talk about it, I'll lose it.
Well, I'm here if you need me.
Thank you.
How you feeling, Kurt?
All right.
What happened at the apartment?
I was in my room and I heard my mom yelling. I came out to see what was up, and the guy just shot her.
You fight him?
I tried to, but he was much bigger than me, and he smacked me with his gun, and I don't remember anything after that.
But what did he look like?
He had a mask.
Well, general size.
He was a big guy, about as tall as you.
Your sister made him shorter.
Well, she didn't see him for more than a second.
How would you know that, being knocked out?
You've had a bad run lately, Kurt. We feel for you, honestly, but there's some things here that just don't fly.
Like pretty much everything.
Well, maybe I didn't get as good of a look of him as I thought I did.
All right, we're past the description of the perp. Let's talk about your home life and how things have been coming to a boil.
Everything's been fine.
Did your mom ride you pretty hard after being arrested?
No.
Or was she smacking you around more than usual?
No.
Well, if she did, we could understand how you lose control. And if you express it right, a judge would too.
Yeah, it could keep you out of jail. And that'd be adult jail.
We found the gun you dumped out the window. Where did you get it?
I didn't get a gun and I didn't do it.
Your street urchin friend Ray's spy. You get it from him?
No.
Well, he'll tell us if you did. He's not as tough as you think.
He didn't have anything to do with this.
Then who?
You're digging yourself a deep hole here, Kurt.
I didn't do it.
You the super, the breeze?
Building manager.
We got some questions for you. How about we take a ride to the station house?
I'm painting.
Well, we don't want the world knowing about your collar for Dickie waving.
What collar for Dickie waving? What the hell is Dickie waving anyway?
What you got arrested for last June.
I got arrested for pissing behind a dumpster. I'm not exactly hiding in shame because of it.
You knew the girl who got killed?
I had to say hello.
Decent tenant?
A few complaints, traffic through a place, a lot of guys.
You one of them?
No.
How'd your prince get in her apartment?
I snaked out her shower drain, unstuck her windows.
Where were you this morning?
Public library. I'm a volunteer.
Anyone vouch for you?
Celeste Villalobos, my supervisor. Can I get back to this?
A girl's brutally murdered in your building, but you're just all business.
More like I'm doing every other chore I can think of before I have to clean up the poor girl's blood.
Young girl, pretty. You're sure you weren't one of those guys in and out of her apartment?
I might have been if I wasn't gay.
You ever go to the Time Bar?
I don't go to breeder bars.
All right, something comes to mind. There could be some bucks in it for you. All right. Today you paint the left half, tomorrow the right half. That way people can use the steps. Just so you know.
That's him on the swings.
I made us.
Don't make me chase you, Ray.
What? What? I'm swinging. What did I do?
Quiet.
What did I do? What's going on? What is it?
No, I said keep quiet. Now sit down.
You hear about Kurt Ackerman's mom, Ray?
She get eaten by a shark?
No, she got shot this morning. What do you know about it?
Who shot her?
Hey, Ray, we're not talking to you for swinging too high.
I didn't shoot anybody. I was in detention all morning.
You have anything to do with it?
Hell no.
Look, we know you encouraged Kurt to get violent against his mom.
I just told him he should show some balls.
So you told him it was time to get rid of the problem.
I didn't mean shooting her.
Then why'd you give him a gun?
Who said that?
We're saying that. So cop to it, and maybe there's a chance that this will stay in juvenile court.
I didn't get Kurt a gun.
Then who did, Ray? Because you're Kurt's only punked-out street thug friend.
Maybe it was his dad's. Kurt told me his dad brought home a rifle 2 days ago.
Brought it home for what?
Ask him.
Look, you understand pulling something like this out of your ass is just gonna slow us down and piss us off?
Ask Kurt. Ask his loser dad.
All right, we will. Let's take a walk.
Thank you very much.
This is getting old.
Stevens a breeze?
Yeah, half a twitch. He said he was volunteering at the public library. Celeste Villalobos can vouch. She's still worth looking into.
I'll check it out. Ron Handler's got charges at the Capsule Bar last week and at the Time Bar 2 nights ago.
The night before we caught our second DOA in the pattern.
A friend of Ann Healy's said the breakup with Ron Handler was pretty ugly and that he sent her a threatening letter 2 days ago.
Threatening to kill her?
All the friend said was that it freaked Healy out.
I'll ask crime scene to look for any letters in Healy's apartment.
Well, I did, and they didn't find anything.
All right, we'll talk to Ron Handler again.
Gramercy Park Hotel, room 225, noon. Be there.
A few minutes to noon.
It'll wait.
I spoke to Diane, and whatever she's going through, I didn't mean to sound jealous.
There's nothing to be jealous about.
I know.
Where's Ray Spire?
We took him to his mom. He says that Howard Ackerman brought home a rifle a few days ago.
For what?
You didn't know. We ran the rifle you found outside the Ackerman apartment. Howard Ackerman bought it in Connecticut a few days ago.
Yeah, he called in. Said he wasn't getting cell service in Hartford, but he was near the city and he'll be in soon.
He's got a lot to answer for.
Yeah, bring up the fact that he wasn't in Hartford for the last 2 days. His credit card was being used in a motel in Jersey City.
I think we'll do that.
You coming down with something?
It might be some shellfish I ate. I'm gonna go to the doctor, if that's okay.
Fine. Then go home and rest up.
No, I'll come back if I can.
So the first thing you ought to know is lying to us is bad policy.
When did I lie?
You said the last contact you had with Ann Healy was 2 weeks ago. Now we hear you sent her threatening letters.
What are you talking about?
She got a letter from you 2 days ago.
Oh, please. I sent her a box of fish sticks.
Why?
Because she's a cold fish. So I sent the fish sticks as a joke.
And it's funny, really.
Last date we had, I told her she needed to loosen up. She walked out on me. The fish sticks were a little payback.
She'd call you up laughing?
No.
She'd call you at all?
No.
And when they don't respond to a joke, Ron, huh? What's next? You stop by, press the point?
I told you before, I never laid a hand on her.
You're a regular at the Capsule Bar, aren't you?
I've been there twice.
You go there last night?
No.
You didn't run into Ann Healy there and maybe ask her how funny she thought your little joke was?
No, I did not.
Don't make us prove you were there and prove that you killed her when you can come out with it now and save years of your life.
Stop it! Just stop it! You're wrong! This is wrong!
Starting to come out, Ron? Remorse over what you did?
No, you're hammering at me, though, and it's starting to freak me out.
You got impulse control problems? You don't like it when a girl tells you no?
I did not kill her.
Tell us about Anne. Tell us about the other girls. Clear your conscience. All this weight will be off you.
What other girls?
Were you at the Time Bar 2 nights ago?
Oh, my God.
We know about Angela Pratt and Pam Riegert. We want to hear what happened.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know what's going on here.
Let us help you.
Please. Please. I don't know what you're talking about.
Detective?
Hey. Wow.
I've got to warn you. There's a very bad girl living here.
Is that right?
And she's done a very bad thing.
What did she do?
Well, you're gonna have to interrogate her to find out. But she's a very tough customer. You may have to cuff her to the bedpost so she knows you mean business.
Babe, I can't do this right now.
Come on now. She'll flip easy. Doesn't that deter you?
Yeah, you gotta stop.
Tell her how lying only makes it harder on her.
Jen, enough already. Jeez, I've been trying to call you to tell you that I'm busy, but you haven't been answering your phone.
Trying to maintain a little... Forget it.
I'm sorry, I'm just in the middle of a huge case.
I got it.
Okay, it's 20 minutes up here, it's 20 minutes back. I can't take that time right now.
I said I got it. Okay?
Where are you going?
I need to put something on. I'm a little humiliated right now.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to humiliate you.
You know, I've been trying here. New things, expanding a little. I'm getting shut down at every turn.
It's just bad timing.
Just tell me, are we going where I think we're going? Like downhill? Because if we are, then let's end it now and spare the dragged out pain.
Look, this has nothing to do with going downhill. I am working a case.
Just go, all right?
Jen, come on.
Get out now. And you need to know that when I break something off, I don't go back on it. It's over.
What the hell is going on? This isn't you.
Sorry, but it is me. Bye, John.
Devastating. It's just devastating.
Yeah, we're very sorry about your wife, Howard.
Just when things were starting to turn around.
How so?
We were finally talking again. Kurt and Nancy being arrested turned out to be a real blessing.
But why'd you bring a gun into it? The rifle that killed your wife? We found it dumped outside your bathroom window.
It was to protect the apartment. How could it be the gun that killed Nancy?
That's why we're here talking, Howard.
The thief must have found the gun.
No, we're off the idea of a thief. One of your family did this.
The kids wouldn't hurt their mother.
How about you?
I was in Hartford, Connecticut, on business.
We got you in a motel in Jersey City, 10 minutes away.
All right, I was in Jersey City, but I didn't kill Nancy. I was reading the paper in an IHOP all morning.
Why did you lie?
Sometimes I tell the family I'm going to a meeting when I'm out, letting off steam.
Steam from what? Your wife? Your wife at your kid's throat?
Sometimes it's better if they work things out on their own.
Apparently, that's what happened this morning.
No.
Did Kurt know about the gun?
Absolutely not.
You didn't leave it for him in case your wife got violent again?
Of course not.
So you just got it for intruders?
Yes. And you can't understand how much pain I'm in knowing it was an intruder who got a hold of that gun and killed my wife. Which I know in my heart is what happened. Can I just have a minute, please?
Tell me again how long you've been feeling ill, Connie.
I don't know, 3 weeks.
And how long since your last period?
2 months.
That didn't raise any flags?
Well, since my pregnancy at 15, it's always been kind of irregular.
What did your doctor tell you after the pregnancy?
It was a C-section delivery, and that I'd gotten peritonitis afterwards. Because of that, my fallopian tubes had occluded, and I couldn't get pregnant again. Are you going to tell me I have cancer?
No.
Because I've always worried with my irregular periods and scar tissue that I might be susceptible. So
Actually, Connie, you're about 10 weeks pregnant.
That's not possible.
I know that's what you were told, but I ran the test twice. You're pregnant. So get used to the idea of morning sickness, because you'll probably be in the thick of it for at least another month.
My fallopian tubes...
Not occluded enough. You're pregnant. Congratulations.
First up, Kurt, the intruder theory is out. It's gone.
You're talking about the guy who did this to me? When he doesn't exist?
Your dad told us he brought home a rifle for intruders. Turns out it's the same one that was dropped out of your apartment window.
The way we're putting it together, your mom was on your ass for something, and it got violent.
I was in my room, and...
She was on your ass. It came to blows like before. You got scared for your life and went for the gun.
With the history of abuse in your house, you won't do a day. But you gotta lay it out for us.
I didn't do it.
Kurt, you afraid of putting your dad in the middle of this?
He was in Connecticut.
He was in Jersey City. Do you think he's responsible for your mom being killed, but you don't want to get him in trouble?
There was an intruder.
Nobody brings a gun into a home like yours unless he expects it to be used.
My dad had nothing to do with this.
Did he tell you where he kept the gun?
I didn't know about a gun.
He didn't show you where the ammo was or how to load it?
And then skip town?
I shot her. But my dad had nothing to do with it.
Now, if we're gonna keep you out of jail, we need the full truth.
I saw him hide the gun. He never showed it to me. He never told me how to load it.
So what happened at the apartment?
She laid into me about the arson, about how she was going to jail, about how ungrateful I was. And then she hit me with this paperweight. So I got the gun and I shot her.
When did your sister come into it?
She came home right after.
And that's when you came up with the intruder story?
I threw the gun out the window. Allison called 911.
All right, Kurt. You're really helping yourself here. But it's not right, you taking the blame alone.
That's how it happened.
Just tell me if you think your dad bringing the gun into the apartment had to do with more than just intruders.
I shot my mom. That's all you need to know.
We've been running this Ron Handler through the ringer, and he's not getting any better for the homicides, but he's not getting any worse.
You check with the bartenders at the Time Bar?
Yeah, they remember seeing him there, but he's at these joints all the time.
Any direct connection with the other DOAs?
No, nothing past him going to the same bars. Still, he's got no alibi for this morning or yesterday.
Which could be on account of living alone, meaning he hasn't been lying to us about his alibi.
Personality-wise, what kind of guy are we talking about here?
Wimp. He cried in the interview.
The super at Ann Healy's building, Stephen DeBreeze, his alibi's no good.
How so?
Well, I just got off with Celeste Villalobos, his supervisor at the public library where he volunteers. He wasn't there.
She sure?
Well, she knows she didn't see him. She asked around and none of the other volunteers saw him. Annie wasn't on the sign-in sheet. I also ran his description by the bartenders at the capsule bar. They think they've seen him around.
Did you get in touch with DeBreeze?
He wasn't in his apartment, didn't answer his cell.
Crime scene finish up over at Healy's apartment?
An hour ago.
He said he'd be in there cleaning up. We'll go talk to him.
Hey, Doc.
Lieutenant, how are you feeling?
Never better.
Hey, Jen.
You got a minute?
Yeah.
You went to see the doctor?
Yeah, something I ate. Nothing to worry about.
When I was 17, I was diagnosed as manic depressive. For a long time, I managed it with medications. The problem is the medications kill my sex drive.
Jen.
Just hear me out. Taking the meds was fine through college, medical school, and residency because I had something to concentrate on. But then I met you, and I could tell how special you were. So I stopped taking the medication.
And that's why you've been acting the way you were?
When I'm in a manic phase, everything feels great. But when I feel myself sliding into depression, I'd take uppers to stay up. You don't have to say anything. I just want you to know that I'm gonna go back on my medication.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I know this is a lot to lay on you all of a sudden, and I don't have any right to ask this, but
We'll take it a step at a time.
I knew I was losing you, and I don't want to.
We'll take it a step at a time.
We spoke with your brother again, Allison. He's writing a statement.
Saying what?
He confessed to shooting your mom.
Now, what you need to do is give your own truthful statement. You do that, and we'll forget about how you lied to us this morning.
What's going to happen to Kurt?
He's going to be arrested for murder.
He's lying. Kurt's lying.
He's writing it up. If you want to help him now, shine some light on why your dad brought the gun home.
No. No. I shot my mom.
We appreciate you wanting to get Kurt out of this.
No, I shot her. They were fighting. She was beating on his head with a paperweight. She was going to kill him. So I got the gun out of my dad's closet. And I shot her.
All right, let's just calm
You're
down.
not listening.
You watched your brother take a lot of beatings. You think he doesn't deserve to do time for this. We understand that. And we will work to minimize that time.
No. No.
But throwing yourself on a grenade is just gonna muck that up.
No, I shot her. I swear to you. I shot her.
DeBreeze, you here? DeBreeze?
His clothes weren't out before.
Hello?
Come out or I throw a shot through the door. Please leave. That ain't gonna happen. You got 2 seconds. 1.
I'm just getting dressed.
Get your hands up. Get out of there.
Could you just give me a minute?
Get your hands up.
Fine, okay. May I please get dressed now?
First, let's make it clear that you can both do time for this. If one of you is protecting the other, now's the time to clear the air.
They love their mother. They wouldn't kill her.
Mr. Ackerman, you're here to encourage them to tell the truth, not to lay on more bullshit.
Now, if this is something that you did together or planned together, that's something that we need to hear. It's the only way the abuse comes to light.
I just got the gun and I shot her.
Stop it, Kurt. You gotta stop it now.
It's my fault.
What's going on here? Guys, why would you say you hurt your mom?
Just let it go, Dad.
Kurt, was there an accident with the gun?
Don't answer that.
Allie, sweetie, I'm sure Kurt appreciates you standing up for him, but if he did something wrong, he needs to answer for it.
Why should he answer for something that's your fault?
How is it your dad's fault?
My mom would beat on Kurt, yell at him and call him worthless. What did you do about it?
Everything in my power.
You weren't there this morning. You've never been there. Someone had to protect him.
Is that what happened this morning?
She was slamming the paperweight into his head. I had to stop her before she killed him.
Is your sister telling the truth?
Kurt, it's over now. Come on.
My mom was yelling, saying that she was gonna kill me. And Allie saved my life.
I can't believe this. I'm stunned.
How can you say that? It's been coming for years. Police would come, but he wouldn't let them in. He'd say we could take care of it ourselves.
Maybe I tried to deal with things my own way, internally, but I never meant for you to use the gun.
Is that true?
He came home 2 days ago and said he put something in his closet, that it was off limits, and we weren't allowed to look in there.
Knowing damn well they would.
Actually, I thought they'd obey me.
Liar.
Allison.
Liar!
What were you doing in the dead girl's panties?
I like to wear women's things. I was cleaning up Anne's apartment. She had nice clothes. I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
Tell us about your relationship, you and Anne.
I told him before. We just knew each other to say hello.
Yeah, and you also told us before you were volunteering for the library, and that wasn't true either, was it?
Sometimes my supervisor doesn't see him.
No, don't waste our time on that either, DeBreeze. You knew Anne Healy. You were obsessed with her. That's the only way you wind up in her undies after she's dead.
Well, you just have all the answers, don't you?
You said before she had a lot of guys in and out of her place. Were you jealous of that?
I told you I was gay.
That doesn't jibe with you wearing her clothes. That tells me you wanted to get closer to her. Or maybe you were in love with her.
I still say he's a fag.
You don't know anything.
Stephen, tell me. Tell me. Did you have feelings for Anne? Did you express them to her recently? Maybe ask her out?
She call you a creep, tell you to beat it?
I don't want him talking anymore.
You lose your mind when she said that?
Tell him to leave me alone.
He'll back off when you're honest. Until then, I can't help you.
When someone loves you and they've been saving up to tell you for months, you don't just shut the door in their face.
You push in on her, smack her on the head?
She pushed me first. I reacted and she hit her head.
Why'd you strangle her?
She was yelling. I didn't want to hurt her.
All right, Stephen, I need to ask you, was this the first time you hurt someone?
What do you mean?
Have you ever heard the names Angela Pratt or Pam Riegert?
The other girls.
Did you hurt them too?
Yes, I did. And I want a full-page photo in the Daily News, and the headline is to read Lady Killer.
Yeah, all right. Well, right now you need to tell us what happened with Pam and Angela.
Lady Killer. And I want to do television interviews.
You gotta confirm something for us, Stephen. Angela Pratt and Pam Riegert were strangled with a very specific color rope. We didn't tell the press what that was. Can you tell us?
Of course. Yellow?
We're sure it was Allison who pulled the trigger.
We are now.
And the dad was out of state at the time.
across the river.
Still, he wasn't in the vicinity.
He provided the weapon.
A legal weapon which he didn't need a carry or target permit for.
Well, it just says he did his homework.
Did you find any record of a hunting license?
He did apply for one.
Then yeah, he really did do his homework and there's nothing to collar him for.
What about Allison?
I spoke to my bureau chief. She'll have to testify in front of the grand jury, but with the family history and Allison fearing for her brother's life while he was being assaulted, she may get away with justifiable homicide.
Look, the dad was an enabler and a coward. He could have stopped this a long time ago.
He walks. Sorry.
So?
Copycat.
We're sure?
He didn't know a thing about the other 2 homicides.
Emmy, ever get Ann Healy's toxicology?
Just finished the autopsy. No drugs in her at all.
No cord around her neck. Matchbook from a different bar.
Come on, Hannah's still weeping in the cell downstairs.
Squad.
All right, somebody kick him, then it's back to work. We're back at square one.
Lieutenant.
Yeah?
How's things with your doc?
Good, fine. I'll kick Hamlin.
All right. We got another homicide. Young female DOA, strangled, bludgeoned.
DOA's Gretchen Dawn, strangled, beat on the head. Signs of rape.
Who found her?
Lawrence Newman, he's right around the corner. It's the boyfriend. He's been calling her all day.
He's got a key?
Yeah.
I'll take the boyfriend.
One head wound, blue and white cord around her neck.
Injection site in her upper arm.
Matchbook.
So they're pushing for a task force.
Hey, Lucy Winter. She got jumped getting on the elevator.
Happening here?
Time bar matchbook was down the stairs about half a flight.
The blue and white rope?
In a trash can on the ground floor.
Did she get a look at this guy?
Haven't talked to her yet. Where's Andy and Connie?
They're running late. I don't know. She's still fighting a bug.
Excuse us. Hey, Detectives Russell, Clark, and Ortiz. Can you tell us what happened, Lucy?
I was getting on the elevator. He hit me on the back of the head.
Did you see the man's face?
He hit me from behind.
After he hit you, what happened?
He dragged me to the stairwell.
Did you get a better look at him at that point?
No.
Lucy, any description you can give us would be very helpful.
I remember hitting him, punching him. I think he was white.
Do you remember how tall he was?
No.
Did you hear his voice? Did he say anything to you?
There was someone else.
There was another man?
Standing in the doorway. He said, "Go, run. There's someone coming." And the man who was attacking me let me go. And they both ran up the stairs. The last thing I heard was, Jimmy is gonna be pissed.
Do you know anyone named Jimmy?
No.
Lucy, have you ever been in a time bar?
I stopped in there the other day.
You talked to anybody?
No. I just went in to look.
Did you take this from the time bar?
No. Was this that serial killer?
We're not sure.
They were gonna kill me.
John.
We're gonna have the paramedics take you to the hospital and get you checked out. We'll be in touch. Good for you, fighting them off.
What do we got?
The matchbook was planted. There was an accomplice.
Did you see faces?
The attacker might have been white.
One of the attackers said the name Jimmy.
But there's no Jimmys or James in this case, except for James Carlin, who owns the time bar.
So Carlin's involved.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him, boss. Anything on the canvas? The boss could use some good news.
Nothing. No one saw the perps.
Yeah, we'll save it till later.
Hey, we heard off-duty cop.
Yeah, narcotics detective with Manhattan South. He's pretty shook up.
Dexter Copeland, one on the leg. Jones, Metaboy.
Hey, Lyle, Trotter, you guys IAB?
No, we're with the 15th squad. What happened here, Lyle?
The gun just went off. He died right in front of me.
All right, well, let's take it from the top. What brought you here?
While I'm waiting on my informant, the guy comes up on me, pulls a piece, asks for my wallet.
Looks like you didn't comply.
Well, I figure he robs me, then puts one on my head, so I grabbed for his gun, and a round went off. I tried to stop the bleeding, but I must have hit him in an artery.
Look, I know what you're going through. It's gonna be okay. All right, but what you need to do now is focus.
Okay.
Are you on or off duty today?
Off, but sometimes I use my downtime to catch up with my CIs.
All right, well, where is he? A lot.
Maybe he's running late or forgot about the meet.
You got a name for us?
Nickname we use is Flossie, but you guys know I can't give up my CI. The job's clear on that.
We can go through your boss if we need it, but you got a weapon on you?
Guys, it's a good shoot.
We're not doubting that, but we gotta ask the question.
I got a 38 in my ankle holster, but I never fired it.
We'll need ballistics to verify that.
I mean, I've never shot anyone.
Okay, Carlin.
The biopsy's in an hour. Been doing research. There's a lot of ways to look at the statistics.
And I'm sure you're leaning towards a positive.
Yeah, because that's what you do?
I might. I survived prostate cancer. People do make it through.
If I get past it like you did, I'm sure I'll have a rosier outlook.
Talking about it to Sylvia helped.
I've been talking to you.
It's not the same. You need to be talking to a woman.
I thought about telling Connie, but I don't know.
She wants to help. Quit letting this thing swirl around in your head.
You found the guy, you nailed him. Our national nightmare is over.
We got another assault.
Anyone? Drink? I'm starting early.
The victim survived, Lucy Winter. You ever heard that name?
No.
Can you account for yourself this morning?
Pardon me?
Guys who attacked her used your name.
So you think I've been raping and killing these women?
Or someone's trying to lay it on you?
I'd start there.
All right. Who are your enemies?
Adam.
Galanter, your business partner.
He looks like an accountant, but he's got a black heart. He's been trying to drive me out of this hotel for 2 years.
And he's capable of doing something like this?
He's capable of paying somebody to do it, as long as he doesn't get his hands dirty.
We'll talk to him. You still haven't told us where you were this morning.
Asleep. And when you talk to Adam, ask him about the brother that he threatened to kill or the mother that he hasn't talked to in 20 years.
All right, stay sober and stay available.
Before we get started, I'm protected. So, if you're looking to hurt me, I'm just putting that out there.
Who you work for, Flossie?
Lyle Trotter. He's a detective with the Manhattan South. I'm a registered CI.
All right, fine. Where were you this morning?
Donita Delgado, big rack. Not that I need to brag.
Were you supposed to have a meet with Detective Trotter this morning?
Who said that?
Answer the question.
Maybe. Got one of those calendar things, so sometimes I forget to check it.
Yes or no, and we're not gonna ask again.
No, meet I can recall. Lyle say different?
You know what, Dexter Copeland?
Nah. Well, what's up with this?
Dexter tried to rob Detective Trotter this morning and wound up dead.
Well, I don't know nothing about it.
Were you having problems with Detective Trotter?
No, that was my meal ticket. Been nothing but good to me.
If you had anything to do with this, now is the time to tell us.
I don't know a Dexter. I don't know about a meet with Lyle. I don't know nothing about nothing. Unless you want me to.
All right. Donita Delgado. Where are we gonna find her?
1222 Clinton.
Her phone number and the names of anyone else you saw this morning.
I'll bring the boss up to speed.
All right.
How you feeling?
Better.
Tough flu bug.
Well, I'm on the other side of it.
The informant said there was no meet scheduled this morning with Detective Trotter.
And do we believe him?
He's a stool pigeon, so who knows?
I need better than that, Greg.
Your DOA sheet came back. He has a couple priors for robbery.
Okay, we'll verify the informant's alibi for this morning and go from there.
I don't mean to interfere, but the location of the shooting is next door to an underground gay club, and the parking structure is known as somewhat of a lover's lane in the gay community. For what that's worth.
Get Trotter's ass back in here. If this is some lover's call, we need to know about it.
You got it, boss.
Where's Andy?
He's grabbing up Carlin's business partner. Some bad blood between the two.
Enough to kill innocent women over?
A lot of money at stake.
15 squad. Inspector Graff.
Connie, do you have a minute?
Sure.
I feel terrible that I caused trouble between you and Andy the last few days.
We worked it out.
It wasn't fair. You're not having the full story. I just wasn't ready to tell you.
It's okay.
I have a lump in my breast, and I'm going in for the biopsy right now. I was wondering if you could help me through it.
Something's come up that we're hoping to clarify. Seems the DOA has a sheet for armed robberies.
No shocker there.
But it turns out, Lyle, where this took place, the neighborhood has a gay element to it.
Oh, come on.
Well, who picked the location for the meet?
Flossie did, which is no surprise because the guy's half a fag himself. He used to sell meth on 46th Street where all the male pros hang out.
Well, your CO hooked us up with Flossie.
Fine.
And Flossie's saying there was no meet scheduled.
You guys work with informants at all?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so then I don't need to get into how they're a little slippery sometimes.
Well, Flossie was pretty emphatic about there being no meet. There's no reason why I lie about it.
Unless you know something we don't.
Flossie was either high, scared, checking you out, forgot about it, pissed at me for having him brought in, or any of 10 other reasons why he'd lie. There was a meet scheduled. I showed. Next thing, some scumbag shoving a gun in my face.
All right, then.
We done? It's been a long morning.
We'll be in touch.
Could I ask a hypothetical question? If it is malignant, could it be removed with a lumpectomy, or would I need the breast removed?
Diana, I think you're jumping a step.
There's a 20% chance of malignancy.
Meaning an 80% chance it's benign.
For someone with my breast size, would I need a mastectomy?
You might.
That's all I wanted to know. I'd like to run a number by you.
Does it have to do with survival rates?
For women my age with a fast growth malignancy, the numbers aren't good no matter how you cut it, am I right?
Diane, stop. Take her hand. The upside to research is being prepared. The downside is being over-prepared.
I'm facing facts.
You're drowning yourself in them. If there comes a time for a conversation about statistics, I promise I'll be open and frank. But right now, all we're doing is running a small test that won't hurt a bit. That's where we're at.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Appreciate you coming in, Mr. Galanter.
Anything to help.
Tell us about your relationship with James Carlin.
I'll need about a month.
Yeah, we've met him.
We don't get along, but that's not a prerequisite for making money.
And the money side, that's you?
I handle the funding. Jimmy's about design and publicity, the glitter side of it.
We understand you two were in court recently?
He's been trying to muscle me out of board meetings, and I think taking money that's not his.
If James Carlin were thrown in jail, how would that affect you?
I'd run the board of the corporation.
That appeal to you?
Why does it feel like it just got about 8 degrees colder in here?
We're looking down a lot of avenues, and the animosity between you and Carlin is one of them.
As a motive for these killings.
Yeah, when business relationships go sour and there's a lot of money at stake, sometimes people resort to crazy things.
Did you just accuse me?
We're just talking, Mr. Galanter.
All due respect, you're talking out of your ass.
Watch your tongue.
Jimmy Carlin's been trying to dirty trick me out of the corporation for the last 2 years. If you're accusing anyone, talk to him.
What kind of dirty tricks?
He bribed an employee into filing a sexual harassment suit against me.
Where did it end up?
We got to the girl and the suit was dropped.
So it's just back to normal for you and Carlin?
We patched things up. Then a year ago, I show up for a board meeting and his ape tried to physically keep me out of the room. He took a swing at me. I had to get a court order so I could come to work.
This is Carlin's bodyguard?
Yeah, Brian Vaughn. Jimmy wants me out so he can consolidate the company, but I won't sell at his price. You see where I'm going?
Not quite.
Because of these murders, the value of the Helix Hotel is tanking. Maybe Jimmy thinks that'll drive my price down. Look at who's benefiting. Not me.
Who do we believe?
The cop.
Yeah, the informant boss, this Flossie, he's about as reliable as my old Triumph.
Hey, we're just waiting on ballistics. If the slug matches the DOA's gun, I think we're in business.
Detective Jones, it's Michael Woodruff's foster mother, Jerry Gross, on line 1.
What you guys been up to?
Oh, we went to recanvass. Came up empty.
Okay.
Everything all right?
Michael didn't show up for school today. Nobody knows where he is.
Kids that age, they play hooky all the time.
Nah, this one doesn't. Not after what it took to get him into that foster home.
What'd the business partner say?
Carlin's broke and desperate.
Okay, I went to PS 173, so you need to explain this to me. Why would Carlin be behind these murders and ruin his own business?
He's trying to buy his business partner out. So maybe he stages the murders, sinks the hotels, then gets them back at pennies on the dollar.
It's pretty elaborate.
Well, these are the most egotistical assholes I ever met in my life. This is not past them.
Anything on Carlin's finances?
Valerie says she'll issue a subpoena for relevant books and records, but she wants more first.
So do I.
Carlin's got a bodyguard. We'll bring him in, see what shakes out.
May I help you?
Yeah, looking for them two.
What do you need, Flossie?
All right. Don't kill me, but I lied a little earlier. There was a meet with Detective Trotter. My bad for spacing it.
Oh, yeah, that sounds legit.
In there.
If I hear from Michael, I'll let you know.
You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
I was supposed to hook up with Lyle this morning, but I overslept.
Why'd you shine us on?
Two cops I don't know hauled me in, started asking about a meet I blew off. So I figured I was in trouble.
Yeah, huh?
And then you said Lyle got robbed.
So why are you here now? Jiminy Cricket pay you a visit?
Oh, so I scoped you two out. What is you cool? So I figured I'd set the record straight. Never know when we might do business, right?
So Lyle called and told you to come in with a new story.
No, man, I would never do that.
But you see, you and Lyle screwed up. Because this whole thing was sealed off, and now we're looking at everybody, including your skanky ass.
I ain't do nothing but lie earlier.
No, you told the truth earlier. You're lying now.
Can I just split and we pretend like this never...
What's Lyle covering up?
Nothing, man.
Does he know the guy he shot?
I don't know.
What did he say when he called, or do you want to go flying out the window?
He didn't call me his partner, did. Detective Charlie Givens, black dude. No, all he said was to come back in and say there was a meet, and that's all I did. Because I work for him, right? If I don't do what they say, I'm outdoors.
That better be the extent of it.
So where are my children, right?
We're gonna keep you downstairs for a while, Flossie, till we figure this out.
Look, if Lyle and Charlie go down for something, I'm available, so keep me in mind. Because I'm like the pizza man, I'll deliver.
Sit down.
So, how long you been working for James Carlin?
About 4 years.
Must be pretty good at driving him around.
A little more to it than that.
Yeah? Like what?
Things. I'm just saying I ain't a chauffeur.
So you get hookers for him, finish his fights?
I'm a trained security professional.
What about that assault caller you did time for?
Misunderstanding.
That order of protection that Mr. Galanter's got against you, that must be a misunderstanding, too.
Huh. Galanter's a liar. I never touched him.
All right, listen, Brian. Having done some bodyguard work myself, I know you're paid to keep your mouth shut. And that's fine out there in Clubland, but you're in the middle of a police investigation.
You mean the serial killer thing?
That's right.
Well, now you're looking at me?
Where were you this morning?
Oh, you guys are getting desperate.
Where were you?
You are as bad as Jimmy said.
We're not gonna ask you again.
Yeah, I'm a serial killer, and I eat their flesh and make lampshades out of their skin.
We've been taking bullshit off your boss for a week straight now. We ain't gonna be taking it from you. So laugh one more time, I'll knock your teeth out.
I got to work at 8, been there since.
All right, we got reason to believe whoever's doing these murders has been working for Carlin.
I don't know anything about those murders. That's straight up.
You go tell your boss how we're gonna be looking into both of you, inside and out. Everybody you know, everybody you ever met.
That should be good for a laugh, huh, dickhead? Get out of here.
We are getting desperate.
I know. Where's Lyle's partner now?
Out on a buy and bust operation. They're trying to get in touch with this field team and get him off the street.
Hey, no more wiggle room on this. One more hiccup, hand it over to Internal Affairs.
15 squad. Hold on. Detective Jones. Michael Woodruff.
We kicked this Vaughn.
Nothing out of him?
A lot of attitude, but nothing to hold him.
I've been looking into Vaughn. He's got an alias, Robert Glover.
Oh, where'd that name come up?
He tried to use it applying for a gun permit 4 months ago.
You want me to get him back in? You can't have gotten far.
Where's your assault victim from this morning, Lucy Winter?
Finishing up at Bellevue.
Now get her in, show her a photo array with Vaughn in it. She picks him out, then we'll snatch him up. And make sure we know where James Carlin is at all times.
Is Michael all right?
He's at an arcade with his dad. I'm going to get him.
Attention on deck.
Hey, Michael.
Told you not to worry.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in school.
We're just cutting this one day.
All right, we'll talk about it later, all right? My car's outside. I'll meet you there in a sec. Your dad's coming too. We're all gonna have a conversation. Come on, let's go.
Hold up. Just dawned on me. Know who you remind me of? What was that show about the black butler, work with them white folks? Benson. Yeah, Benson.
Go get in the car, Michael.
Oh, see, now you taking it wrong. It's a compliment. Michael, this Benson cat, he had them rich folks wrapped around his finger and funny. Woo! It's okay, son. We'll meet you out there.
You're going in a squad car.
Suits me fine. Used to riding in the back seat.
You know, you and I just might bump into each other on the street one day.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Move your ass. You know the strings I had to pull to get your situation right? I mean, most kids your age, they never make it out of a group home.
I took a day off, man. What's the big deal?
What you did today was wrong, Michael. You know it, and you can't do it again.
All right, man.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to shove nothing down your throat. If you want my help.
I do. But I ain't perfect, okay? It's like you expect me to be perfect. I've been going to school. I've been getting my grades. I've been staying out of trouble. But that ain't good enough?
I just don't want you to start slipping.
You don't want me around my dad.
He's only gonna bring you down.
Hey, look. If one of your rules is I can't see my dad no more, then screw it. You go your way, I'll go mine.
It's not a rule. It's just something you need to look out for.
Oh, I need to get home.
Well, I'll take you in a little bit.
Take the train.
These are suspects.
Just tell us if you recognize anyone here from this morning.
This is our boss, Lieutenant Rodriguez, Lucy Winter.
Nice to meet you. You wouldn't prefer a little privacy?
She's more comfortable in the open.
I'm just real phobic of enclosed spaces right now.
Wherever you want.
Anyone, Lucy?
I really didn't get a good look. Oh.
Who?
Maybe 3. Or 4. He might have been the one who attacked me.
In order for the identification to stand up legally, we really need you to be certain.
I just didn't get a good enough look. I'm sorry. Maybe 3, though.
Great. We appreciate it.
I'll get a female officer to take you home.
Could she stay with me just a few minutes when I get there till I'm settled?
Of course.
Get Vaughn in.
Boss, shaky ID.
It's good enough for now.
Last partner's on his way up.
All right.
What do you plan on doing with Michael's dad?
I'll deal with him after I talk to the partner.
We can't keep him in the pokey all day.
Just let him cool his heels.
Detective Charlie Givens to see Detectives Meadowboy and Jones.
Hi, Big Meadowboy, Baldwin Jones.
How's it going? Hey.
Let's talk in a coffee room.
No wiggle room.
You talked to your CI Flossie today?
Why?
Did you tell him to change his story to us and back your partner Lyle on them having a meet scheduled this morning?
Hey, where is this coming from?
Flossie?
Are you covering something up?
No.
Is your partner Lyle?
He's clean.
Then why is he lying to us, and why are you dancing around all our questions?
You see, the shadier the people involved in this shooting act, the dirtier the shooting looks. Is that what you're trying to get across?
This is a good guy. Good cop. I want to say that up front.
Charlie, what's going on?
Just after Lyle and me partnered up, we're working the Halloween parade, and we collar this queen selling dope. The queen recognizes Lyle. That's why Lyle hasn't called them.
So Lyle's gay?
But he don't admit it. And we don't talk about it. And after watching a guy make collar after collar, it don't enter into the work.
So what got you calling Flossie?
After talking to you, Flossie tracked me down, pissed off that he got hauled in. Now, when I heard where the shooting went down, I knew what the deal was. I just knew. So I told Flossie to come back to you, reverse what he said, and back up Lyle.
And you thought we'd just buy it?
I don't know. I mean, we're all cops. What? I guess I didn't think it out so well.
Well, you're conferring at all with Lyle on what you did?
He's been at psych services in Queens all day. I haven't spoken to him.
So you just did this out of the goodness of your heart?
I was trying to protect the guy. Man, I look out for him, hoping he doesn't get burned. Man, what would you do?
Well, we're gonna need your statement on this.
Yeah, fellas, I'm on the sergeant's list.
For now, worry about keeping your job.
Last change in a couple hours, Brian. Find out you used to have an alias. Find out no one at the hotel saw you until 10 o'clock this morning.
Find this tucked into them fancy pants you got, huh?
Jimmy's been freaked out since the murder started. I usually just keep that at the hotel.
No, I don't mean dick where you keep this. This is a year.
What's going on, Brian?
Nothing.
Where you been this morning?
Driving around doing errands.
Where, exactly?
All over. Listen, Jimmy's been going through hell. You guys know that. And as a friend, I've just been trying to make him feel safe.
Friend, you're on his payroll, nitwit. Maybe he'll have an attorney show up at your arraignment, but as soon as that first bill comes in, you're on your own. He'll have some other genius doing your job. You won't even be able to get him on the phone.
Now, you have a choice. You help us with our investigation, we'll talk to the DA, knock this down to attempted criminal possession of a weapon. You'll walk.
Or go ahead and do the year for your good friend.
I don't know nothing about the murders.
Where were you this morning?
Out scoring some coke for Jimmy. There.
Where was he?
I don't know. He didn't get in till 11.
And you don't know nothing about the murders?
No.
Anybody suspicious that Carlin's mixed up with lately?
That's half the people he runs with.
Is there anything you know of that would indicate to you that Carlin's behind these murders?
No.
But nothing that would tell you positively he's not involved?
Nothing would surprise me with that guy.
We got a problem, though, Brian. We have a witness who picked you out of a photo array. She says you were there this morning at the scene of the crime.
Okay, well, now I know you guys are full of it, because I wasn't there. Now, I told you where I was. I rolled over on my boss. I'm gonna be out of a job. I'm done. You wanna try and pin a bad one on me? If that's the kind of guys you are, then do it!
What's it gonna take?
For what?
To let your son move forward, to let him have a future. Come on, let's work it out right now.
Look what you're doing. I mean, seriously, look at yourself. You building this boy up because you don't have a son or whatever damn reason, and now you feeling all good about yourself. But as soon as Michael screws up, and he will, you'll pull the rug. He'll be worse off than before.
Bailing out, breaking promises, that's your style, not mine.
Why don't you just go do your crime-fighting thing and leave me and my boy alone? You're not wanted. You're not needed.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, you keep pushing. Something gonna give that chief.
Yeah, you are.
Michael knows what's up. He know what you're about.
You're damn right he does. I'm on his side.
Nah, he knows the only reason you've been kissing his ass is to try to get him to lie and say I killed his mother.
That sounds more like what you've been putting into his head.
Only thing I told him about you, hey, you milk that fool for all he's worth. Look like you've been doing a good job of it.
You know, I came here to work it out man to man. You telling me you can't do it that way, fine. So from here on out, stay out of my way or I'll bury you.
All right, let's make it quick. The purpose of this meeting?
Filling in some holes in our information.
We're gonna talk to you about your business partner, Adam Galanter, and the sex harassment lawsuit you had filed on him 2 years ago.
Where's this going?
There's a history of illegal activity by Carlin against Galanter.
Please. Look, he's not here to confess to anything, and I wouldn't let him if he tried. You have specific questions? Let's hear them.
We know you're trying to muscle Galanter out of the business and how low you'll stoop to do it.
All right, is he under arrest?
Look, if he doesn't have the patience for this little discussion, we'll get a search warrant for the lockbox under his desk and he'll be a collar for coke possession.
You complete assholes.
Relax, Jimmy.
You can't find your ass, so I'm busted for an 8-ball?
Explain your past behavior. You won't be busted for anything.
No, you listen up.
Hey,
buddy.
Jimmy.
No, shut up, John. Look, these girls dying is on you. So's my place being abandoned. You got concrete in your skulls and you're no good at your job.
We'd be doing a hell of a lot better at it if you would quit whining like an old lady and let us rule you out instead of stonewalling and wasting another day.
Now, who's next on your interview list, huh? The trash can? Trees outside? I'm not the problem.
All right, look, we're getting that search warrant. Pack him a suitcase.
Great, great. I'll be on the front page of the Post. Cops too stupid to find killer, arrest victim. John, you got something to say about this? You're just gonna sit there like an idiot.
All right, folks. Come on, there's a lot of frustration on both sides, a lot of grief, lost revenue. Do we really need to pursue the cocaine possession?
Take your client and get out of here.
We got sympathy for keeping your private life private, but sometimes that ain't possible.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, we're past that now. And we spoke to your partner, and he admitted he leaned on Flossie, so we changed his story.
It was a good shoot. Cop to cop. I'm begging you, leave it at that.
If you'd been honest from the jump, we could have. But too much has happened. You jammed up your partner, your CI.
Check my arrest records, my evaluations. I'm a good cop.
Yeah, we got that.
Then don't do this.
We can keep it small or make it huge. It's your choice. We gotta talk about it, Lyle.
All right, first thing. What I say doesn't leave this room, right?
What happened right now, or IAB gets the case?
I go to this club, which in retrospect is a big mistake.
What got you outside?
Me and the DOA. Come on, I gotta spell it out.
Yeah, the guy's dead.
We went to the parking lot to hook up. The rest played out just like I said.
So, to meet with Flossie, you came up with that on the fly?
I never thought it'd be a problem. So what now, guys?
We gotta run this by our boss.
You said you'd keep it small. Did you just con me?
Con you? You've been conning us all day.
If you get your boss into this, it's over for me.
You may just be looking at a rip for the cover-up.
No. Your boss will tell his boss. It'll be common knowledge on the whole job at the end of the day.
What you gotta understand is there's no shame in that, Lyle.
I wouldn't be ashamed if the job wasn't.
We gotta run it by our boss.
Rita and Diane went out to recanvass.
So basically, we're nowhere.
Yeah, you could say that.
That's gonna go over big at 1PP.
Lyle's ready to give a full statement.
So the shooting went down like you said?
It looks like the only thing he lied about was what got him in the parking structure.
We got anything to confirm it? A witness?
No witnesses, but we dug further into the DOA's arrest reports. All three of his priors were for ripping off gay guys out of bars.
And we got ballistics back on the slug from the DOA. It's from his gun. So that's consistent with the struggle.
Do you have any issues here, Valerie?
If it's justifiable, it's justifiable. These two cops obstruct the investigation?
My thought is some allowances could be made.
I've got no problem keeping this a police department matter.
We'll take care of it.
What do you want us to tell him?
I'll talk to him.
Go to retirement rackets, you hear these old timers talking about the one that got away, the one that still keeps them up at night.
Tomorrow's a new day.
That's why I like you, Junior. Blind optimism.
So what's the call, Lieutenant?
You and your partner wasted my detective's day, which could have been spent pitching in on a murder investigation.
I apologize for that.
But they stood up for you. And I stand up for them.
So that means that the private component in this case stays private?
It means that the files aren't going to reflect what you were up to before the shooting went down.
Thank you. I'm grateful to everybody.
I don't know if we're doing you a favor. I just went through a trial.
Yeah, I heard. I'm sorry.
I was shot by someone. And they turned it back around on me by bringing up every minor mistake I ever made. Personal and professional. So if you think you can keep a lid on something like this, you're not thinking right.
All due respect, Lieutenant. No choice do I got. This gets out, I'm not just another cop, no matter how good I am. I'm the faggot that guys are making jokes about as soon as he leaves the room. Whatever the job's policy is, that's never gonna change.
Good luck, Detective.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Hey. I respect what you're doing for Michael.
Thanks.
But hauling him and the dad in, that wasn't the smartest thing to do.
If I don't step up for Michael, nobody will.
How do you think he takes to seeing his dad humiliated? Making that guy a victim does nothing but drive the kid into his arms.
Well, so sit back and let that bum put Michael back down on the streets?
No, you clear the case. Put the dad away.
Michael will never roll on his dad.
You will if you push him.
No, that's not happening. I'm not pushing him. Nobody's pushing him.
One day the dad's gonna come home, he's gonna have his load on, or he'll be high. And he's gonna realize that Michael is the only person that saw him kill his wife. And then he's gonna get paranoid because you, a cop, are getting too close. You don't think he'd solve that problem any way he could? You mean well, Baldwin. you gotta realize the longer you wait, the more you put that kid at risk.
She'll go down easy, or she give you the squirming worm?
Down easy.
She's getting better, growing up.
Hasn't been so hard.
I'm just saying it's good she's sleeping better, so we'll sleep better.
Yeah.
How'd it go with Diane?
She was terrified. We'll know tomorrow.
I'm glad she reached out to you.
Me too. I hope it helped. Andy, I've got some news. I'm pregnant. You're gonna be a father again.
You serious?
Yeah,
How?
the usual way.
Yeah, but what about, your situation?
Apparently the doctors were wrong.
Then there's me with my prostate surgery and all.
Didn't slow you down any.
But I thought that as far as potency...
Andy, I'm pregnant.
How far along?
10 weeks.
So all this throwing up...
Morning sickness. You gotta tell me how you're feeling, because I've been scared to tell you.
I've never been so happy in my life.
So this is good then?
Yeah, this is wonderful.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পাই স্বপ্নের লাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ। তোর শহরে যে আমার মন
Không. Ơ, 26 lá rồi. 27. Ai à. Perfect. Này còn 69 nữa, chôn tao. Chôn không. Continue without account consumer. What the hell? Dạo này. Thế nữa. Chôn tao. Bay trời, bay cao. YouTube music. Và là bay cao. Cú thứ 2. Mọi bạn bay cao lên còn cao trời lên cao như khoan cò tủ thứ 2 1 2 3 và nó vậy yes sir nó nào good rồi may quá hồi sang anh như con trên không bên đợi xong ông ran even mèo go trời nó vậy bay đi. Ồ, chết rồi. Ok. Rồi thấy trở thấy ở đây. Cái binh Chilin điều khiển. Rồi. Xôn tao không? Không hiểu lấy hết đồ rồi sao đánh? Đừng lời cả. Có đánh đổ với những người bạn, có đánh đổi bằng cả hạnh phúc, một người tạm. Của riêng tao, tao lo như mưa chỉ trời xuống, cầm tay lên Phật chế chiêm bao. Tôi được mời uống, ông Trình Văn Tân, dạ, tình số, dạ, tình yêu, đêm ra đi, nhiều cơn gió. Đó. Ôi, 49 rồi, 50 triệu của thầy, đây rồi. Mà một 50 triệu ra, lẻ dừng đơ gì, Epic thôi cũng được, Epic thôi là binh linh rồi. Được phong bạt đón bảo cảnh giờ cái vào cảnh tốt như cần thiết không nói tập chỉ quan sát những lòng lấp lánh ở trong ăn giác bình tao quan làm năm khác thành công khá dễ khi ta vượt lên nhưng mà lúc ấy thì đã quá trễ. Binh 50 triệu rồi bay màu cho một nốt nhạc Binh quá hay cách tiêu tiền trong mai anh nhầm với blog đồ bữa cạnh có sao bay ít nhỉ vậy tư đồ của riêng tao lọ những người chưa rơi xuống vật trẻ chiêm bao mời uống con người tưởng họ sống họ không rồi sân có những dân tục đặc công thuần tục nhưng vấy bẩn đục mày cầm lục giờ Black cả đâm mặt mày thì Black cả để hai đứa có trách tao phận của tuần hoàn với cái bần hàn để làm chắp tay lạy Phật không vì tham ngược vào con được khóc một người vì quan đỏ da vàng với quan lăng Việt Nam binh cầu nguyện mian Ajinomoto rồi cục gì ấy Epic rồi hay mày hay Epic 14k chứ là tiền đấy nhầm 14k Mèo đáng nhờ xứng đáng nhờ một sự đánh đổi đấy có thấy không có đánh đổi với những người bạn nhắn đấy như Hồng Tuấn quá khăn thôi. Mới nay gặp mấy ông bảo vệ lò rất đau. Cái xứ thì em không cần đâu. Em không muốn được yêu, em không nói điều, em trai kêu, em muốn nó chiều mà em nói phải nó nước. Không muốn được vào cái gì không em, chỉ tao sai chỗ rồi không có vé, xong lúc tao về là mấy ông khác đéo giải thích được. May mấy ông vẫn cho về, tại tao bảo lần đầu. Rồi kiếm 50 mil lại, sự quay lại mà sướng tay ấy nhở. Đúng à, nhiệt. Rồi đấy, bắt đầu zone 7 rồi. Quay đây, còn bỏ lên Huy với anh nhanh nhỉ. Được, đây với anh nhanh. Còn nào em bắt em
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Bao nhiêu? 160 à, thì phải làm một lần nữa, một hoặc hai lần nữa. Rồi tí năng lượng này thì banh slide. Giờ thì quay rồi sao nhỉ? Chưa, 10 tiếng nữa. Tôi mất cái thời gian chơi game. Trốn. Not. Xong đấu này. Đấu sĩ à? Quyền năng đi. Quyền năng biết tiếng này. Cái đồ bộ bố gái. bao nhiêu rồi? 26 tỷ à? Người thì là 200 này. Người là 2 là 1 tỷ. Người là 5. Người là 5 lát. 5 lát. Đó, 200 lát 2 triệu một lát 200 lát 22 4 đó đúng rồi 40 củ. Trời dữ rồi. Hai trăm mùa lần nữa đấy. Một sống với à? Đúng 2 bay 2 nữa là lên 5 triệu. Bay mình chia xong mình chia lên mình nhé đúng nào. Olivia ngon có biết kiếm của anh đâu. Máu máu thôi máu thôi máu thôi máu thôi máu mày mày biết kiếm cái này tôi biết kiếm sự bình chi linh ấy. Kia ai cầm kiếm này và cái đem máu này. Kia ai cầm kiếm này rồi thằng lấy rồi chuẩn không chuẩn không chuẩn không chuẩn không tranh mày tranh để tranh với tao. Nhiều record á 233 vòng có đầu bây giờ nhà báo á mày cũng trừ đi 30% đó 20% tiếp quỷ à 100 không 110 à kiểu tầm 5 quá để được không bay cho mình cái mình cũng lại đây lại ai mày người rồi chút tồn tại wow một tỷ lắm 50 rồi khoảng là bao nhiêu nhỉ 2 tỷ 50 à 5 thì bỏ 250 đủ mày được không mày game 250 muốn năm nay của ông thầy 29 này 12 3 4 6 7 8 9 5 6 7 8 9 3 5 6 6 3 7 40 à
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো, শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে, তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Một video 1 ngày 5 tháng 7 2024 bên chia link Let's go boy. Mình sẽ bày tiếp cho các em xem nhé. Ok, phải để tự lại. Anh sẽ khiển một chút. Mình sẽ kiếm 50 củ để 50 củ để rồi tiếp lên chiến sĩ nhất. Đây nếu lái được thẳng quá trốn mua, lái thẳng rồi. Chi xong rồi phải không? Máy à, hút tỏ đùa, mày đùa thôi, thầy kệ cho mày tự đi. Chuyển tăng trưởng mày. Xa sửa binh nhé. Ok, thật ra được 3 cùng 47 chỉ không? Cộng 3,17 nhân trừ 20%, tầm chơi được 20%. Đây là nạp chút năng lượng chung qua bản thân. Đây là 127 triệu rồi nào. 127 triệu quét à? Đây chơi lên ở đây gọi 2 cái màu vàng rồi xong bài kéo vậy. Sao? Nốt. Trời giảm đất. Tiếp thằng này quỷ à? Ác quỷ vô ba đùa tao cái này cũng là kiểu rồi dọc rồi chết rồi đi kìa 2 phút hơn của pháo mày cộng 10 cho thầy. Cân đùa mạnh đùa tao làm nào rồi máu bao nhiêu rồi ngã chéo mà thêm không được 26 lap rồi được rồi đâu 2 3 cái viên bình thấy không 5 m ủa 50%. không? Ui, làm ly bia này, độc dược à? Thôi cút, không quan trọng. Vụ nổ lớn, bình. Sẽ sẵn bài tử thần mà. Điều hiểu sẽ sẵn bài. Chưa chạm đất, trải thải cái đường đâu mà chạm chứ. Là thế rồi. Đang xuống rồi, đang vòng xuống rồi, đang vòng xuống. Đang số thì binh chi linh không? 3, 2, 1. Perfect một lần này. Đấy, kiếm 15 lần perfect không? 100 lần perfect thì ăn 6 triệu. Ơ. Nhờ, 7 triệu. Mình cần 50 thôi, đã được 5 củ rồi. 7 củ là bình thường. Chuẩn rồi. Đấy á, đón thêm một nhịp. Đón thêm một nhịp là bình rồi. Để chỉnh. Ok. Không được. Mất kiếm mà. Cổ không mất áo luôn. À? Nhớ còn gì? Phải lấy găng tay. Đây để thay. Rồi 1, 2 lần. Thế là 30% à? Xem bao nhiêu nhá. 30% bình. Cũng gần 5 củ ấy. 40 củ à? 2 lần được 10 củ luôn. Thấy áo điếc. Let's go. Một chiếc binh chi linh không vậy. Bánh 7 láp à? Vậy 456 triệu coin để rebirth tiếp à? Khó đấy. Anh cần 50 củ về phải chứ. Ui, 40 củ tròn. Kiếm tiền từ điêu ấy. Một lần perfect này. Một lần perfect. Thầy lái. Mình thắng. Nghe cái trường. Mày thắng. Mày 10% nữa. Mày ngã. Mày không được. Đùa tao. Xuống không. Xuống 7 bánh ơi. Nếu được rồi. Chọn dấu vậy. Không được rồi. Lại lệch thế này. 10 đây.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপরে তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরে যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা না।
5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি সিআইডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন।
স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। হ্যাঁ আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম ভইরা দিমু। যাচ্ছে সব বাইট কর।
শর্ত বিয়ে
ভাই, যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Ý là sao nó không tự làm được ấy. Trốn. Yes. Nhà tỷ đô. Mày rủ vô. Anh cầm đồ mà chỉ được cái mác. Một
chơi 91 rồi, nhặt quả trứng này. 200 đô mình chỉ được cái wow. Yes, sir, broccoli. Đợi chạy không mở. Cái thua à. Mày lùa tao. Cái phòng tập tạ đông rất chịu, phòng tập tạ đơn đông như lợn mãi vì sao không vậy người tao phải vào. Nó chỉ cái gì đấy chúng ta để nhận một tí Rebirth mà em ơi, Rebirth nó giảm hết sức mạnh mà. Đúng cái nịt Rebirth xong còn đúng cái nịt Review ít xong phải Rebirth xong phải nhận sao để bù lại ấy. Sức mạnh đi. Em up một cái viết ở nhà em của anh ấy, một tiếng không ngỏ gì anh nhau ấy mà anh quay sau em vào quay luôn đấy. Hôm qua hôm qua ngày mùng 5 5 tháng 7 Binh Chi Linh có bấm viết mùng 4 không? Mùng 5 chắc chắn 1 tiếng mùng 5 rồi. Biết có không? Đó, cũng bấm 1 tiếng. Đã trồ quá. Thích không? Thích. Mình thích không cho quay chung máy không? Đâu? Cái đấy giờ có à? Mày đó mày gì? Đâu? Mày cứ vứt luôn chì vào cái trong túi, tao khắc áp lại vào sau, tao khắc sửa, tao khắc chỉnh sau. Mày cứ áp thẳng vào trong túi, áp thẳng vào drive trong túi ấy. Ở đây, áp vào đây. Tao áp vào ngoài đấy trước xong tao mới cho vào sau mà. Nhìn biết mà. Wow, ở cái tên file có ngày mà mày nhìn thấy à? Tên các file có ngày 2024-07-03 đấy, ngày đấy. Tao làm chỉ biết. Chắc thế, nếu mà không có biết đâu khác. Không, nhưng mà hình như thế. Phải không nhỉ? Muốn tao quay không? Muốn tao quay không nhỉ? Tao mày muốn quay không nhỉ? Tại tao không thấy. Tại tao lại viết mình muốn, tao hỏi. Rồi up rồi mà. Up rồi không? Mình báo. 2 rồi, một cái là tí. Nhóc. Cái thằng yêu khôi tập rất luôn phận nhá. Cái anh đang tập một máy đúng không? Anh tập đủ 3 set trở lên này, 3 hoặc 4 này. Anh đang tập được 2 set rồi, xong nó tập xong một lần máy đấy xong nó đổi máy, nó bảo ê ra chỗ kia đi. Gì? Mày đổi chỗ không? Cái tập một cái một tí thôi. Xong à, đang tay đâu mà ra chạy ra tập vụ cơ, xong tao bảo nó là bảo thế đang làm quen lại với máy. Mình biết rồi, nó bảo nó nghỉ lâu rồi thế nó làm quen lại. Tí lợn 140 à? Ok rồi. Thực sự là cái chỗ này cho chỉ các kiểu ấy. Phải với nhau đét mà. Anh cái kết bạn. Thằng thằng Tuấn tối nay đi date quốc tiếp về của con Chu Bảo Châu, xong nó bảo anh em nghỉ nhà quay cho anh thì đéo vợ chúng tao chuồn tao sao con bảo là tối bận đi quốc tiếp Chu Bảo Châu gì mày đùa bố. Không, nhưng mà đi làm việc gì ta đúng việc chứ, việc người khác bắt mình làm chôn à? Mày thích không mình làm được không?
xong việc của mình đã xong thì gì. Đã đâu lưng xanh, đã đâu lưng xanh. Anh tưởng là anh biết là anh nghĩ là bảo bọn bố ghép mặt xong có tính tiền vít đấy của bọn bố không? Có tính tiền vít đấy là của bọn bố không? Bảo vẫn các bà thích đấy là bọn anh em làm nhỉ? Tuần bố à? Thích hộ không? Thích hộ không? Thích hộ không? Em quỷ đấy. 200 rồi. Rồi anh nói lại anh nhặt đồ anh quay trứng vào cho là dễ tại kéo chơi game này. Làm chơi game này 1 tiếng lên. Rồi anh đi về xong rồi mấy chút sóc ấy. Sóc đầu ngực kéo chịu. Sóc đầu ngực không mà. Và tập xong rồi xong đi về mới lại sóc về xong rồi sóc cả về đau ngực kéo chịu. Anh thấy nó vui, thấy vui gầy lắm. Nó không thắt cân được thật ấy, nó gầy vãi. Tay nói nhìn như cái quỷ ấy tệ. Cái lúc mà tập cái máy ép ngược cái tay nhìn như cái quỷ ấy, buồn cười nó chịu được. Buồn cười mấy lúc cái tập buồn cười á. Hiểu à? Làm gì không quay được, nó quay mấy tiếng rồi. Làm gì quay mấy tiếng rồi vô. Cái gì vậy? Anh rebirth rồi. Của anh là cụ đi gì. Rồi anh là vua, anh rebirth rồi, của anh là vua được chưa? Tên của anh là vua. Cách làm béo cách farm cực kỳ nhanh là vào tháp infinite cho tài. Farm cực kỳ binh chi linh. Và đây là trước kéo nhau mà, nếu hiểu. Bao nhiêu? 20 phút rồi, anh quay 1 tiếng. Đủ bây giờ. Cho nó anh tưởng nó béo đánh liên minh cơ. Sao anh? Vua zero à? Vua zero. Vua ba. Vua ba cô ba có mấy cái chết này đi mua đồ ấy. Mua đồ ấy. Mấy thằng ấy toàn mấy thằng ảo giá thôi, chứ bán sự đất thì bán như phải. Anh mua rồi mà anh quỷ chết mà. Anh quỷ chết kiểu đấy mà. Phải đổi xe gọi lên tô để xem thằng nào bán giá hợp lý nhất thì mình mua. Còn phút. Ra mình đi farm đồng chị cho nó á. Phải không? Sao bị mất? Đến hạn đóng tiền sao thằng kia nó chưa báo? Thằng anh chưa bảo, thằng anh chưa bảo đóng tiền thì anh chưa chuyển nó phải bảo cơ mà anh mới chuyển tiền. Nó nhắm vào nhóm thì bọn anh chuyển. Nhóm vẫn là nghe nhóm ở trong trước bọn anh học Academy cùng nhau ấy. Còn một broccoli trong vlog à? Chuẩn quá. The basic. Giật mờ đen. Game này nhìn giống người mà, game đấy mấy thằng người còn nhớ mày còn nhìn giống người tí đỡ cuối vuông. Chẳng qua không có auto. Thằng nào ngắm nhiều ấy. Anh ra hơi buồn ngủ à? Quay được 10 tiếng ngày không? Quay được 10 tiếng ngày không bro? Mày 10 tiếng một ngày. Nổi không? Một nghỉ phát đi sáng không? Được. Đừng chửi được. Rồi mà mấy game chơi treo này xem đá được mà mình kệ đi. Nó bảo là phải dùng cái con chuột này để di màn hình, góc màn hình liên tục cái đéo. Em bảo là em nghĩ là có cái đéo gì vợ ấy trôn mũ à, thỉnh thoảng thôi chứ. Được mà. Có cái ao có cái gì rồi mà, có cái auto click mà gì thực ra không cần đâu Nam ạ. Mày biết cái phím di chuyển được không? Mấy phím di chuyển đấy, mũi tên ấy đấy, mấy phím đấy cũng xoay màn hình được mà. Mấy phím đấy xoay màn hình được mà Nam. Mấy phím đấy xoay màn hình được mà.